but I will not be silenced. There we go. Hello, everyone. We are the Lost Caravan RPG. We do one-shots, we do mini-campaigns, we do long-running campaigns. We remember to hook up our microphones properly. If it's TTRPG, we pretty much do it all. Tonight, we are playing a game called Through the Breach. It is a TTRPG that is based on the miniature war game Malifaux, which is just it. I played it for about 2 years. Of course, Lady Justice was my hero, favorite faction. It's also a very great game if you like miniature models. But I have a few announcements to get through, and then we will dive right on into the action. First is that we have two sponsors for tonight's stream. It is Hero Forge, the site that we use to make all of our tokens usually. We don't have them on screen at the moment because tech issues, but we do have a code that one of the mods will definitely post here in a second that you can use. And if you decide to order anything, whether it's the like 3D, like the map that you can use to print yourself, or you actually order models, if you do use our link, thank you, Dido, it does support us, and we can love you for it. They're constantly adding new weapons, new armors, new magics, new poses, everything. Go check it out. It's just fun to build characters. Our second sponsor, pick up the music here, is Epidemic Sound. It's the website that we use to get all of our royalty-free sounds and sound effects. They have just any mixed match of genre that you could ever want. We use it for everything from space horror to toys in a dance competition to Arcana punk western. They really just have anything and everything. And once again, if you do use our link there, posted by Dido, you can get 30 days access free to the entirety of the website. And at the end of the 30 days, if you decide that you don't want it, you don't need it, you can cancel. It doesn't cost you a penny. But if you decide to keep your subscription, it does support us. And once again, we heckin' love you for it. Coming up, games. Pull up our schedule here. Tomorrow, we have a game of Icon. If you aren't yet tired of seeing Turk and Hex faces, they will be joining us tomorrow. If you like Lancer, which we love to show off around here, it's made by the same people, has very much the same vibes, but it's such a great game. On the 16th, on Friday, we have a game of 10 Candles. It's a beautiful storytelling game where we're actually going to have candles because Foundry has a module for that. And as we progress, the candles will get blown out. And in a world consumed by darkness, light is your only protection. Once all the light goes out, your story's over. There is a game of Honey Heist on Saturday, run by James, Geek James 513 on Twitter. Unfortunately, no games on the 18th or 19th because I am going to be away, and we didn't really have anyone to fill the spot, so we just said take a break. Not that any of us know how to do that. But yeah, that's it. And if you like what we do, you can always join us on stream to roll some dice. We put out a casting call each and every month. We have all kinds of games out. Next month, we are doing a full charity event, so keep an eye out for that. But otherwise, you can join our Discord. The link is down below, that big old button that says Discord. You can join us there where we post all things like casting call schedules, cat pictures, food pictures, and just generally hang out and be giant nerds. I think I can go ahead and pass it on over to the lovely casting crew in front of us. They can tell you who they are, who they're playing, and you know what? No, I'll save that. We'll save that for industry. But we'll start with Jeff.
I'm Jeff. I play Ross, former creepy Nelson, magic user to the stars. Definitely not interested in the undead. Maybe he was before, maybe not anymore. Who knows? Very intrigued by fire, for some reason. Yeah.
All right. Over to Sin.
Ooh, I am Sin, Synthetic20TTV on Twitch and Twitter, and I am playing Dwayne Lewis today, who has just discovered what the final moments of his life are going to look like, and it's very freeing for him. My pronouns are they, them, and Dwayne's are he, him.
And over to Turk.
Everybody, I'm Turk or Turk Accented on Twitch and Twitter. I'm of course playing Thomas Bluefingers Withermore tonight. He's a gunslinger and enforcer of the law.
Yeah, apparently the most lawful character that I've ever seen Turk play.
Everybody loves him.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Over to Heck.
Hey everybody, it's me, Sir Heckalot. I'm back here again, and tonight I am playing Margaret Scott, the scrapper who is no flight, but very much fight. We're just gonna go with that one. That's about it.
Yeah. And then over to Robin.
About it.
Last but not least, me. Hi, I'm Robin, Ginger Brigade on Twitch and Ginger_Brigade on Twitter. I am playing Maeve, the Neverborn doctor who does not use magic but likes to fix everybody that she can.
Physically and emotionally.
Physically and emotionally, sure, yeah. Mostly physically.
And of course, I am Andrew, your games master for the evening. Your fate master for the evening. And for most evenings around here, but you are going to see a bunch of friendly faces behind the GM seat in the coming weeks, because we got a bunch of great people in the Lost Caravan that want to tell a bunch of great stories, and I'm here to support it. Fun fact, this very stream, as we were starting, we hit 500 followers on Twitch. This was our end of the year goal. We hit it a little early, so we'll see how far we can get in the last couple weeks of December. But you are all heckin' amazing. We love you so much. Literally couldn't do this without everyone's support. So, from the bottom of my heart and everyone at the Lost Caravan, thank you. Alright. Down to the killing of PC. I mean, the adventure. Last time on Through the Breach, we had a interesting conversation about magic, about what the hell attacked you all in the camp, and as everyone was kind of off doing their own things, distracted in their own ways, your driver, still just trying to shake off everything that just happened, nearly seeing one of your companions ripped in half, another one almost get impaled by a tree. Things have been a little off. The magics that kept the road ahead of you illusory, disguised and meant for you to drive off into a river, were unfortunately not detected until it was too late. Your cart upended. The mage that you had been transporting, using what little magic that he had left to cast that illusion, took that moment to try to escape, but was very quickly shot down by the party as they recovered and weren't about to let that happen. Unfortunately, the spellcaster did pass away, probably due to the multiple gunshots to the spine and chest, but I'm not a doctor. So whatever information that he had in his head is lost forever. From there, you saw the sparks, some flame in the distance. And Margaret, Lieutenant Daniels, looked at each other and took off running, recognizing that there was innocence to protect, that there was good to be done. Who else, if you won't? The rest of you followed shortly behind to find a small farmstead being assaulted by undead. Most of the occupants already lie dead in defense of this home. Those that were left were being very quickly pushed back into the house. You did your best to clear them out quickly. Between the hordes trying to get in the house, the horde already in the house, and a horde escaping from an infernal tear in the barn. Once they were dealt with, you had just a moment to relax. And then the creature in the barn started to rise. You were able to seal the tear, but not before a majority of its power had already slipped through. Thankfully, you did not fight it at full power. It came out furious, nearly bringing down half of you. Maeve getting almost cleaved in half and having to be drug away, a bloody, dying mess. Margaret, after promising Lieutenant Daniels to get the civilians to safety, had very little choice but to take the children and the woman protecting them and flee. With very few targets, it turned to face the tankier of you, Wayne, Ross. You were thankfully able to put it down, to seal it away, for the time being, knowing that it's not done with you. It's going to find a way back. Once you return to the wagon with your civilians in tow, you found Maeve bleeding to death. Ross taking a few moments, stitching up, trying to put whatever you could back into place. Eventually had to stop, say, I've done what I can do, and walk away. Had a heated exchange about a certain stone, which if you're curious what that is, you can watch the other episodes. They're all up on YouTube, the VOD. Some of the VODs are still up on Twitch even. But eventually ended with Thomas taking a lot of frustrations out on said stone and shattering it. It's finally then that you had quiet. It cuts out right there. Time to patch your wounds, to catch your breath, to reload your weapons, whatever it is that you find comfort in. A few hours to do. Now, as Lieutenant Daniels, your Free Corps officer, stares out over at the dead body of the mage that had tried to escape. Eventually, you'd all see her stand up, that one braced leg still held out straight, very much giving her trouble, and just look up into the sky. Any of you all see that?
Do we see that?
It's dark. Night sky. There's still stars out.
Does my new thing kick in already? My
What?
better eyesight?
I mean, yeah, you'd see up into the night sky. Fairly clear.
Can I look more closely?
Could there
At
be
this
like
guy.
maybe a notice flip of sorts?
After watching you for a few moments, kind of expecting the worst. No, I mean, it's damn near about time for the sun to start coming up, isn't it? Oh, it's still pitch black out.
Got no clue.
Does does anyone have a watch of some kind?
Yeah, I'll check my watch.
Yeah, you're about 15 minutes past when sun should be rising.
I mean, aren't we up in the mountains? Wouldn't that have something to do with it?
Maybe. Got a bad feeling after last night.
Can I do a detect magic kind of flip?
Sure. Did our first
What is
flip of the
that flip?
game.
Do you want just my best magic, or do you have a magic in mind for that?
No, just your best magic is fine.
All right, sorcery, which is 8.
8.
Jeez.
That's a 9 of masks.
I'll take that.
A total of 17. You don't want to cheat.
I'm okay with that.
There's definitely a wisp on the air. The flows of magic that different people tap into in different ways, but all spellcasters feel it. It's usually very muted, very harder to connect to. Right now, it is flowing freely.
There appears to be more ebb and flow of the arcanes in the air currently. Maybe that has something to do with it, although I cannot quite understand what is happening. We should be possibly cautious currently.
Oh, damn it. I gotta get back to camp.
The destroyed camp, or do you mean the more permanent camp?
Destroyed camp. Gotta see if there's anything left. You don't gotta come with me. What was that, Turk? Sorry.
Now, you're gonna go back after all this.
Wouldn't?
I mean, you were the one who told us to go. Didn't seem to be a problem to run off then.
That was when I thought it was one incident. Not a whole damn invasion of darkness.
Then shouldn't we report this back to the city? The guild?
Be my next step. I'm responsible for all the lives of those people. If there's anyone still there, I'm getting them home.
Well, I couldn't ask my compatriots to go back into the fire, but we could at least offer to get a message. I mean, we do mercenary work.
You do what you want. I can't ask you to come with me. Can't even offer you payment. Not really. You do what feels right.
It might be good to gather more information to bring back to the city.
It's possible, but we got talking about at this point in the timeline.
Mhm.
We got one of our group busted up. I mean, she's stable, but
Maeve is slowly climbing into the driver's seat of the cart. Kind of just like, wherever, it's whatever.
Also have civilians in the back.
Hmm. This is true.
we could maybe get you close, drop you off, and then get the civilians back to the city.
Yeah, that works for me.
All right.
Is there anything else that any of you would like to do in the few hours of rest that you have?
I would like to rest.
I would like to pointedly for at least a while do the magical glyph protection to send Daniels into what she's going into with a little bit more protection. And I'll tell her that I'll remove it the next dawn once the fight's well and truly over for you. Either way.
She would also pull you aside for just a brief moment. I saw you mimicking my sigils when we sealed that thing.
Yeah.
I want you to know I'm not going to say anything, but don't let anyone catch you doing that. That might report you. Without being licensed, it's considered illegal.
That's good to know. How would I go about getting licensed?
Through the guild.
All right, well, that seems to be down my path anyhow. I'll just make sure to be cautious about it till then. Thank you.
Good. She'd like reach out to take your hand, shake it, and leave you with just a small chain, and the end of it just a very simple, very crude, like forged iron sigil. Then turn back and return to the camp. Anyone else? All right. By about hour 6 of your rest, by the time that you've been able to patch everyone up, attend to your more grievous of wounds, to get your equipment back into fighting shape, the children are all long since passed out in the back of the wagon. Woman with the sawed-off shotgun kind of carefully hops out, comes over to the campfire. I didn't have a chance to thank you all before, but thank you.
Don't mention it. Don't nobody deserve to succumb to one of those, whatever you call them.
I hope never see anything like that again in my life.
Well, those types of things, they tend to flock toward certain people. You may not want to ever see it again, but try to be ready if you do.
Yeah. Someone's got to look after these kids anyways.
That's about right.
If I was overhearing correctly, You're gonna drop off the lieutenant over there, and we're headed back to Malifaux.
That's the plan.
And if we hit trouble on the way, what happens? Kids can't defend themselves.
We cut through. Do as best we can.
All right. F's the shotgun. Can help out a little, at least.
Much appreciated.
With that, what should be a sunrise, what should be early morning hours, still pitch black. In fact,
Oh God, I played this Path of Exile game.
it's a little more than pitch black. Your lantern that's illuminated the trail a pretty wide radius on the way here is now barely covering the side of the road, the other side. Loading up. Assume that Maeve is still driving.
Unless somebody stops me.
So with the passengers that you have, there isn't really enough room for everyone. You could fit someone next to Maeve, and you could fit one of you in the back. Everyone else is on foot.
I don't mind that. I'm fast.
Probably the one in the back could be Thomas or Ross, one of the two. Actually,
I mean,
Thomas
Thomas
would
up
probably be
front.
better as the one up front.
yeah,
and
because
then
Thomas
Ross.
has good eyes.
Ross in the back in
Special
case
eye.
anybody gets injured. So,
All right.
Margaret and I are hoofing it.
Heck yeah.
Well, then. Maeve, would you like to make a animal husbandry flip?
Yep. It's a 4.
There's a 3 of masks.
You know, we're gonna cheat that. we're cheating that with a jack of ram.
Ooh.
So 15 total?
Yep.
Yeah,
Making sure we get back safe.
absolutely. Although they can't really see all that far. Maybe 15-ish feet ahead of them.
Mm-hmm.
The horses are still going, still very much trusting you.
Cool.
It's a fairly slow and oddly quiet journey back to the Free Corps camp. Although, even as you approach, you can see that there are still tents just smoldering down to embers. The smell of blood hangs on the air. It's unlikely that anything's.
I'm going to walk up next to the wagon because I assume Daniels is in the back as well.
Daniels is on foot.
Okay. Well, then I walk up to her. You sure you want to head into that?
Like I said, they're my responsibility.
Okay.
Good luck. Make sure the townsfolk know what's coming.
Yeah. We'll do what we can. And as far as the rest of this crew, they're my responsibility. So I got to go with them.
Good luck. Maybe if we all make it through this, you come back to us, make it through some basic training, we'll see if we can't make a proper soldier out of you.
That sounds nice.
She would give you all. Go ahead.
Is it still? It's still pitch black. Here too. And that was what, miles of
Yeah, you're-
distance between where we were.
You're into late morning by this point.
Right. So this is covering the entire desert, like the entire outer areas of Malifaux.
You can see like maybe 30 feet ahead of you, so for at least 30 feet, yes.
Well, we drove through that like for like an hour or so to get back to that or whatever. Oh,
Yeah.
Gosh. Okay.
I know this probably isn't going to do anything, but could I attempt to dull the shadows around us at some point further away from that camp? I don't want to do that when we're close, but
Sure. Well, she would give you all a salute. Wish you all luck. Double check her handgun. Have her hatchet in one hand, rifle loaded on her back. Stroll back out into camp.
then I'll put the ward on her, and then Margaret, Maeve, and Ross as my other targets. And I'll keep my word, I will not change targets for the next 24 hours.
Okay.
We don't happen to see any like horse tracks or anything where we might be able to track down some living mounts for the two that have to walk next to the cart.
There are tracks, because there were soldiers that escaped.
Right.
They're kind of everywhere.
They're scattered. Okay.
Yeah, if you'd like to try to counterspell the darkness a bit, at least around you, we can make a flip for that.
Got +7.
It is a 4 of crows.
I will not modify that, so 11 total.
Okay. Pause on that music for. As you press on, that lamplight being enchanted by your magics a bit, that it is now cutting through the darkness more. There's just this eerie sensation, like you're being watched.
Don't like that, don't like that.
Best feeling to have in a TTRPG.
There's a deep, rumbling growl.
Now.
These
Sounds-
sounds, I swear to God.
Very much wolf-like, but larger.
Can I tell from what direction it's coming from?
Seems to be off to your right.
Well, then I will put myself in between the cart and the darkness.
Oop, nope. Sorry, that was probably.
Fists are
There we
up.
go.
Ready to go.
Okay. I'm gonna find my pen wherever I put that. Gonna do some initiative flips for us.
Great.
Wait, so are we all fully healed or?
Yes, all fully healed.
Okay.
That's good.
I was gonna say this is not gonna be a fun initiative for me.
Not good. Not good. Not like this.
Ross, what you got?
3.
3. That's a 13.
I'll take that.
Wayne,
Big ol' goose egg.
that's a 9.
That's better than I expected.
Thomas,
6.
That's a 10. Margaret.
3.
That's a 10. The two of you will
Oh.
share an initiative.
I forgot.
Mhm.
I got a rank in notice 2 games ago. I have +1 to initiative now.
So you are also at a 10.
Oh no.
And
I'm sorry. I'm actually excited about that.
It's
Maeve.
2.
2.
Can we go for another 10?
That's a 9. Very close. Well,
Wait, notice ranks and notice increase your initiative? Hang on.
Yes.
Then it is a 10 because I have a 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
10.
10s all
Oops,
across
all
the
10s.
board.
10.
what was the highest
Oh
notice?
no.
Probably
I don't know.
Thomas.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, definitely Thomas.
I got 4 notice, yeah.
So Thomas, Margaret, then Maeve and
I have a
Dwayne.
0. I have a 0 on notice, so everybody's
Oh,
probably above me.
I
Tom-
also have a 4 on note.
I
would-
have a 0 on AV. It's a plus. I have 1 rank and the -1.
So Thomas and Margaret, which one of you would like to go first?
Let the gunslinger go first.
Thank you.
I mean,
Ross?
not
Might be
that
able
it
to
matters.
play
You
down.
can't hit me in the phrase with bullets, but like, for flavor.
Ross, go first.
All right. What are we seeing?
Lots and lots of darkness.
Okay. So I'm not really seeing anything.
Nope.
I'm going to. Trying to find.
Thank you, Dido.
What?
Also,
Yeah,
thank you
so
Souls.
much, Dido.
Number 501.
What's the prepare? An attack? Prepare an action?
You can wait. You declare an action and an event. The AP cost is equal to the AP of whatever your action is, +1.
Alright, I'll do that and I'll cast the spell.
Okay. What spell?
I have 2 spells, Hoop. And I usually use 1, so let's face it, it's gonna be elemental projectile.
Understood.
And the is if I see something that I want to shoot.
Are you saying or do anything, or just simply standing and waiting?
I'm gonna do my best imitation. No, it's not an imitation. I'm just gonna say, "Who goes there?" and point my staff.
Okay. At the immediate end of your turn, the wolf is going to go. There's 2 great abilities.
Oh, yay!
Wait, I think I get to go first.
Yeah, you held your spell for until there's something you wanted to shoot, so yeah, we can do that.
Alright. I'm gonna do elemental projectile, and I'm going to boost the damage by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And how far is it from me?
It's closing. By the time you would be able to see it to shoot it, it would be within 3 meters.
Okay, so I don't need to boost that. And I'm gonna put 3 poison onto it.
Okay.
So that's 13 plus 5, so 18 minus 3, so 15
What's your AV?
is what I need. 8.
8. That's an 11 of rams.
And that will work because I have a new ability that just adds sorcery to all my sorcery skills.
Heck yeah.
Adds tomes to all my sorcery skills. So goes off.
Absolutely it does. This big old beast just appears out of the darkness, lunging towards you when you just unleash that spell. What was the total again? 19?
Yeah.
Back down to it. 19 is going to be a positive damage flip. Which is a severe. That's an 11.
Awesome. So
I'm sorry.
uh
You know what? We already flipped it. We'll keep that, but it is hard to wound. Moving forward.
okay. So it's severe?
Yep.
Okay, so 6 damage
6. Nice.
and it poison.
Beautiful. How many points of poison?
3. So I think poison's on its turn.
Poison. Or at the end of its turn, it suffers 1 damage, and the condition is lowered by 1. Alright. Well, now it's going to go. It is... After it takes the elemental projectile, it's kind of just hovers there at the edge of the light. Just this hulking, misfigured beast. Like multiple bodies of wolves almost stacked on top of each other to form one big creature.
You got your fair share ugly, didn't you?
It is going to unleash a dark miasma, first off. So this is resisted by willpower, and we're going to go ahead and target Ross. You shot it.
I got a 4.
4.
No, you have a 7.
Oh, right?
Because this sounds like a spell, at least. Or
Yes.
manifested power.
Yep. It's a 2
And
of crows.
you also take 1 less damage.
He might not take any.
He said that's 2 crows.
2 of crows.
So I'm gonna cheat that with this wonderful 8 from my wonderful Malifaux deck.
Brings you to
Yeah.
15.
15. That's
Yeah.
a success. The darkness just washes over you. Then it is going to try to maul you.
Still a 4.
It is a 1 of masks.
I mean, I'm just gonna take it.
Masks does activate its trigger knockabout.
No.
It just pounces, the jaws land on you, multiple sets of jaws inside one big maw. Just crunch down. That's going to be with 2 positive twists for damage. Oh,
Lord.
gross. That's still minor. I got a 1, a 3, and a 4. So that's 3 whole points of damage.
That's still a lot of damage.
Yeah.
And it's going to knock you 5 yards into the darkness. It just lands,
That's so far.
bites down, and just hurls you back into the darkness. Thomas.
I'm discarding a card.
Oh, 1 poison.
Yes, 1 poison, thank you.
Mhm.
I'm rapid firing
Yeah.
with Rice and some burner rounds, flamer rounds rather.
So it's 3 shots total.
Yep. But these are both going. All 3 of these are going to be at a positive flip for attacks and damage already, because this Dras is a piece of work.
All right. So I'm just gonna do 3 piles, and we'll just go over the results.
Sounds good.
Ooh. So your first pile is the highest one is a 4 of tomes. Your second
Okay.
pile, you have a 13 of tomes or a 12 of rams, your choice. And the last one is a red joker.
Yes.
Well, I have a +10 to pistol.
So that's
What?
23 for the last one.
I'm taking the ram on the second one. Actually, I'll take the 12. So it's
22.
Yeah.
And the first one would be a 14.
Yeah. So that 14 hit.
14 does not.
Oh darn! I'll draw a card, I guess.
So
Anyway,
that is a positive twist from both. It becomes a double positive because of the weapon.
Yes,
It is
sir.
hard to wound, 2, so it's a straight flip. That's moderate and moderate.
What are the suits?
A 8 of tomes and a 7 of crows.
All right. Because I just recently got critical strike. So both moderates. That first one is going to be 4, but because there's a ram in the final duel total, it's going to be we'll put up by 1 per each ram in the final duel total, so
Oh.
it's going to be 5.
Beautiful.
And the second one will just be another 4. So for those at home, that's 9 damage.
Are either of those armor piercing?
No. These just,
They're flaming.
they are flaming, but I have to hit a critical to do that.
Oh, okay.
So it just does,
Yeah.
it's armor 1, so it does 1 less. But still, nice big old chunk of damage. This thing is just getting ripped to pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as you take out your pistols and just start absolutely filling the night with shot after shot, these echoing booms. At the end of your turn, it is going to go.
Again?
Kids are awake now. Jesus.
It's again going to try to hit you with the miasmic darkness. What's your willpower? Thomas.
Willpower is make sure this didn't jump up recently. I believe it's a 3, but let me just confirm. No, 4.
That is a 10 of masks. Would you like to cheat?
No, I like masks.
Well, that is
And
a
10 is
success.
also good.
You are also going to resist the miasmic darkness, and then it's going to just lift its paws onto the side of the wagon, causing it to shake. All of you, for a moment, it's trying to pull you off your feet, but then it lashes out with the jaws. 12 of crows with your defense.
6.
18, yeah. You are fine. You just pull back away from it.
Imagine like it's pulling it down, and it's like someone on a sailboat like adjusts to the lean. I just like matrix that shit.
The children are absolutely scream. I forgot to flip for. Not that I think any of you have asked her name.
Oh no, we absolutely didn't. We've been very rude.
I was a
And
little dead at the
injured.
time, so
Oh,
couldn't
you
ask
got
her name.
better.
Rosa. Oh, that's a 1. Yeah, Rosa's last.
Oh,
yeah, but she's got a shotgun. She can back clean up.
yeah, it's
Come
gonna
on.
be great.
That
Yeah.
could be totally awesome.
That brings us down to Margaret, as the horses are now absolutely fighting against their restraints, trying to pull away, while this thing just has the side of the cart pinned down.
Yep.
Was that another turn for that thing?
Seems like it.
So that
Also,
would be another
would it
point?
have had to move past me to get closer to the wagon? Or does it have reach, like, over me?
It would basically be next to you, but yes, this is a very
Okay.
large creature.
It makes sense. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. I also... Heck did I put it? I won't find it. You? It's not you. Oh god, no. Margaret, you're up.
Okay. I have plenty of movement, so I'm gonna flavor it this way. So I was probably covering as much of the cart as I could by being on the opposite side. So to get over, the rest of you are just gonna see Margaret as like she's just kind of like flying over the driver compartment of the car, is like duck, and then it's just gonna try to kick this thing, like flying kick into the face.
Dude, she's just shouting out duck and then jumping over the cart.
Yeah,
So now
pretty
both
much.
Thomas and Maeve are matrixing this time because we have to dodge both of you.
Yeah. But tell you what, yeah, I am going to go ahead and discard one of my twist cards in order to do a flurry. So we're gonna do 3 strikes with martial arts, which is still +5.
Okay. That is a 9 of crows.
Okay.
Like to cheat.
I can't do better than that.
A 9 of crows will not hit.
Well,
That's your first strike as you go flying through the air. Try to just bury your foot in this thing and it just slips off. Its body just absolutely slick with this black, vile liquid.
ugh.
The 2 more? Correct?
Yep, 2 more.
That is a black joke.
Oh no.
Was it Ross that had it constantly last game?
Yeah.
I think so.
Well, you didn't get it this
It's
time.
me.
And then a 6 of tomes.
Well, can't do better.
Just let out the almost war cry of a warning. Just duck, and then come flying over, trying to throw a flurry of blows in this thing, but nothing is quite landing. That does mean that it's going to go at the end of your turn.
Okay.
Going to try to hit you with the miasmic darkness. What's your willpower?
Ooh, I think that went up since last time. It's a 3.
That's a
You also get +3.
6 of masks for a total of a 12.
Tell you what, I'm just gonna cheat and use this 7. I'm not sure how much that's gonna help.
Gets you a 13. That's a success.
Yep. Yeah.
What's your defense?
That's a great question. It's a 5.
Well, that's a 5 of rams. Total of a 10.
Mm-hmm. Don't I use all of my cards immediately, so I'm just gonna let it ride.
Alright. A 10 is definitely means it is going to hit. That is a ram. Do you have any triggers on a ram? Does not. Unfortunate. So it can't hurl you into the darkness.
I'm
That
just gonna take
is
some damage.
that is a. Is that a positive? You had what, 10 total, right? So no, it's a negative twist for damage. Which doesn't matter because that's a 13 of crows and a 13 of rams. That is 6 points of damage.
Oh, nice. I'm already almost dead.
But that's it. We are down to Dwayne.
Well, obviously I'm gonna call out, "Hey, you big old son of a bitch! You should be paying attention to me." And
Which is-
I will
As
do.
you shout this out, the head immediately whips to you.
I will make the impose action with a positive flip.
I will say that you don't have to flip. You will automatically succeed at this.
It matters by how much. Because it gets negative twists
Okay.
based on the margin of success.
I will give you the option then. You could automatically succeed, or we can flip it.
Oh. I will take the automatic success, which will give me 1 negative twist on attacks that do not target me.
Perfect.
And then I will swing with my hammer to prove my point.
Yeah. What's your attack AV?
It is now +6.
That is a 5 of crows. Total of 11.
You know what? I really, really want to make my point. We'll do a jack.
That's 16. That's
17.
absolutely gonna hit. It's gonna be with a negative twist to damage.
And I have fist load, so I ignore 1 negative twist.
So it's just a straight flip. 13 of masks. Severe damage.
Nice. Okay, that is 5.
Yeah. Just come arcing down with the hammer, connect with this thing's head, and it just, like a watermelon, just splatters across the side of the road. The wagon is finally let go, and you all start lurching forward. Anything else?
No, I think that'll be everything.
At the end of your turn, the darkness is going to go. There's the sound of
Wait, what?
multiple sets of wings just forming in the air that come swooping down, just these diving strikes against you. It's
Here, night on Bald Mountain.
gonna try to infect you with miasmic darkness. What's your willpower?
That's me. That is +6.
It's a 9 of tomes. You are fine. It's no longer its wolf form. I need to pull up its other stats.
Oh no.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
you,
made it dissipate.
you killed its
bad.
wolf form.
well, I'm sure we had to do that to get to the other form anyway.
Yeah. It's a Castlevania boss. It's fine.
And does the impose still affect this other
100%.
form?
Yeah. It's still the same
Okay.
creature.
You intimidated the darkness.
And attacked it too, technically.
Yeah. We're gonna go with razor sharp talons. What's defense?
Okay. That is 1.
That's a 6 of crows.
You know, that's fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. I have -2 off of the damage.
That is a positive twist for damage. Which is going to be an 11 of masks, so that is severe, which is 4 points of damage.
Okay. Reduced
What was the
to
suit?
2.
The suit was Rose, which means that it does get its trigger. It gets Vital Strike, so it deals an extra 2 points of damage, and you are now slow.
Okay.
So it's 2 damage total.
4 damage total if it's getting +2.
I thought you had more armor than that.
I have 2 armor, but I have 3 armor whenever I do defensive action.
That's what I'm thinking of.
I had to use impose and the attack, so I couldn't do defensive action.
Gotcha. But yes, so you are slow and you take 4 points of damage, which means you can heal an ally.
Yes. Who has
Margaret
taken damage?
or
Has
Ro-
everybody but... Okay, I will heal Margaret for 1.
Margaret, you're healed by 1. Yeah, that brings us down to Maeve.
Okay. Are these horses still going crazy?
They're just going. They're whatever's in front of them, they are charging for it. If you want to regain control, you certainly can, but at least they're sticking to the road.
Well, the thing is, if they're going full bore, that means that we're leaving Dwayne and Margaret and Ross behind, and I don't want that to happen.
That is a
Actually,
fantastic point.
They'd still be horses, not boars.
You're a
Yeah.
boar.
Well, Ross was
Yeah,
in the wagon.
Ross
No,
is
I
in the
got
wagon.
flung
No, he
out
got
of it.
thrown 5 meters away by the wolf.
God.
Yep.
Yeah.
So right now, you, Margaret, and Ross are not in the cart, and if the
Yeah.
horses are charging forward, I gotta stop them.
Yeah.
So we can at least not be too far away.
Animal husbandry.
Makes sense.
Yes, 4.
Who would have thought that this skill would come in so handy?
Right? And I picked it on a whim. It was great.
It's a 3 of crows.
No, we're gonna cheat that. King.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be.
They immediately come to
17.
a stop. They're still
Yep.
fighting and fidgeting, but the
I know,
wagon
they're-
stops.
Like she's basically like, no, I know, and she's gonna try and steer them so that I can take the cart back. Because how far did I get? How far did they go versus where my allies are?
Maybe 5 yards.
Can I get them within 3 yards of everybody?
You could start like backpedaling them.
Guiding them back.
Yeah.
Okay. Because my 0 AP power of it's gonna be okay, guys. Dwayne's got this. It's gonna be fine. Everybody gets a +1 on all their duels.
You just shouting out to everyone, letting them know that you're there.
Yep.
Anything else?
Let's see. 0. That's that. And I will go ahead and activate pacifism. So I get a +1 defensive right now. And at the next round, I can make that defense +2.
You have to discard anything for it?
No, I don't.
All right then. So your defense +1.
Yeah.
Which means that any attacks against you have a -1 twist.
Right.
Which is a good thing, because the darkness gets to go after you. Gonna
Gosh.
try to hit you with that miasmic darkness. What's your willpower? Oh, it doesn't matter. That's a
Cool.
12 of tomes.
I got a
It
4.
would get a
So-
negative twist because it's not attacking me.
This is not an attack. Manifested power. Either way, that's a 12 of tomes. That's for a total of a 16, 17. You're fine. We're gonna get through this fight, and it's not gonna get that power off once.
Good.
But it's gonna try to hit you.
No, the fight is young.
fully okay.
It's gonna hit me. I'm telling you. Now
My
that you've
defense-
said that, it's
My
gonna
defense
kill me.
is- My defense is 4, unless I get something else.
But it does have you do have a
Oh,
positive
five,
twist
5.
because of the impose.
Yeah,
Well,
my
that's,
defense is technically 5 because of pacifism.
2 of masks and a 5 of tomes.
I can't do any better.
A total of a 10.
Yeah.
It is gonna hit, but it will be at a negative twist for damage. And was that crows? No, it was toes. So it doesn't get its trigger. That is a whole 2 points of damage.
Cool. Ow. Not happy.
That's it. Down to Rosa, who is gonna go a full shotgun on this thing.
She gets a +1 to whatever her TN is. Or AV, sorry.
There we go. That's gonna make it a... Got a positive twist, but she doesn't flip. ACs don't flip. I'm just gonna add a +2 to it.
That makes sense.
Figure out the rules later. Well, a 13 plus your 1 plus the 2 makes it a 15, which is going to hit the defense. And that is going to be a double negative twist for damage because it's just hitting it. Which is moderate, or sorry, which is minor, which is 2. That is going to be reduced down to 1. He just pulls out this shotgun and just starts putting buckshot up into the air, into the birds. Try it again. Still with a double negative twist for damage. Again, minor. It's another 1 point of damage. But she starts immediately reaching in to reload for more shotgun shells. As that booming sound of the shotgun goes off multiple times, the birds start swooping down. They do have a negative twist, so that would be a -2 to hit, which means that their attack is going to miss. They don't flip. And their miasmic darkness is not going to hit her willpower. She just ducks under the birds and continues reloading. Back to Russ.
All right. You said I was pushed into the darkness, so therefore,
Grabbed you and basically threw you into the darkness.
so I literally can't see anything right now.
You can see the light, just you have no light on you.
Okay. Can I see the so this wolf thing is now looking completely different?
It got
correct?
splattered. And there are now birds just hovering over the cart, diving down to attack your companions.
Okay. Do the birds are they like a horde, or is that like individually targeted, or how does that work?
It is one creature, it is a horde of...
Okay. Can I shoot at him?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. What's the range?
You were plugged 5 yards away, so 5.
So 5 total?
Yep.
Okay. So I don't need to boost range.
Only 2 cards left.
Let's
Damn.
see what they are. I'm gonna make 2 attacks. So basically, I'm gonna use elemental projectile twice. This time I will not put poison. I'll put 1 poison and the other spirit. Poison 3 times. So same thing. I need a 15.
15. First one is a 6 of rounds.
I will cheat that one with an 11.
Yeah. So it brings you to a 17. Absolutely hits. And that's going to be a negative twist for damage.
With a total of 19.
19. Oh, right. Yes. For some reason thought you had a +6. A 19 is going to be a positive twist for damage.
Okay.
Which the one that I flipped is an 11. And I'm shuffling, so you can all draw a card.
Yay, card.
Yay,
Oof.
card.
Wasn't a good card.
Mine wasn't either. I feel you.
And the positive twist, which can't get any better, but that's severe damage. An 11 of tomes.
All right. So that's 6 damage.
X. And it gets no... I'm sorry. You already got it passed because I forgot the first one. We're not forgetting this one. This one's important.
What?
Give me 1 second.
Oh, okay.
No.
I refuse.
Yeah, you gotta know your stuff immediately. What was that in Frozen Rain?
I'm not reminding you about Black Blood anymore. No.
I got bullied.
You did.
by
Hard.
Poop in the players.
I
for
didn't
not
say
knowing the rules
anything.
anymore. Oh, you're that's right. You know what? That's fair. Continue. Never mind. Rest of y'all.
You're on notice. Heck did your stat block go?
I am bulking. I'm coming for revenge.
There we are. Manipulative. I need you to pass a TN 11 willpower challenge. What is your willpower?
4.
4. That is a 12 of crows. You're fine. Your attack goes off. It tries to start maneuvering itself and placing it in front of your allies so that your attack goes wide and hits them, but to no avail. So that was how much damage?
So that was 6, and that one is spirit. So
Beautiful.
It ignores armor and hard to wound.
Doesn't have either one.
Since it's still the same creature, does it still have poison on it too?
No.
Okay.
Because that physical body was splattered.
Okay. I had to ask.
The next shot will have poison +3.
This is still just a straight flip for a 13 of crows.
That will hit. That is a 21.
Yep, that's positive twist
Yes!
for damage. For moderate, that's a 10 of rams.
So that's mid, right?
Yep.
That's 5.
We need to do another TN 11 willpower challenge.
Sure.
9 plus your 5.
4.
Yeah, 4. You're fine.
So that's 5 and poison +3.
Beautiful. Just tearing apart these flocks of birds. Would you like to say or do anything?
No, he's gonna be quiet. He's actually gonna be quiet. He's just going to be very, usually he talks a lot and he's kind of like saying weird shit, but now he's just very serious and concentrated on.
Now that the voices are
magics.
gone, yeah.
Voices, guys, what voices? But also he's going to cast Ibu protection on himself, +1.
Is that a free action?
It is a free action.
Beautiful. Thomas.
You already know what it is. Discarding a 5. Make me 3 piles and let's play some weird
Play
game
some
of poker.
cards.
Yeah.
We need to do 3 TN 11 willpower challenges first. It's a 4
Okay.
of masks, a 13 of rams, and a 1 of rams.
So it's a TN 11.
Mhm.
Now, my willpower is a 4.
So there's 2 fails and a pass.
So, sorry, give me the totals again.
4 of masks, a 13 of rams, and a 1 of ram.
That's an 8 and a 5. And
Now-
17.
If these were to go through, would these not even count as missed shots?
We still make the attack.
Still make the attack.
Mhm.
Interesting. Let's continue on.
So we'll do the one that you passed first. These are at a positive twist for the attack.
Yes, please.
It's a 13 of tomes.
23.
23. That's not quite a double positive twist, but you have a built-in positive twist, so it is a double positive twist for damage, which is 12. That's severe damage.
12 of what?
12 of rams.
Oh, okay. So I got it wrong. It's only when I'm damaging that we do the final do total adds +1. So, severe, I'm going to fire my last 3 in this gun with the flaming rounds. So that is going to be 6 damage +1
Oof.
burning.
Just clearing a whole horde of the shadows away. A vast majority of them now just dissipated, just little puffs of feathers up in the air. The second shot, the positive twist, is a 13 of masks. Dwayne, what's your defense?
1.
So, double positive twist for damage.
Sorry, what?
Those ones
that's-
that missed go
You're
somewhere
shooting
else.
Dwayne.
You're
That's
shooting Dwayne.
an 11, so that's severe damage against Dwayne.
So the 11 isn't of rams, yeah?
It is the 11 of rams.
That's not
It's
good.
it's Lady Justice even.
I don't suppose this could have been avoided if I mentioned that I have the ability to choose my targets when shooting into groups.
When an enemy character declares an action against this target, they must pass a TN 11 willpower challenge. On a failure, this character may change the target of that action to any other legal target within range.
Ooh.
It's a number Hulk. Nice.
In that game, that gun has more than 3 yards, right? I had to ask. No, I'm asking just in case, like, because we moved from 5. Okay, we moved from 5 to 3. I'm just seeing if we can fudge it, but no.
Maeve's the devil.
Now to hit.
No, I'm not.
Sorry. The flip to hit was a mask, right?
That was a
I believe
13
you
of
did.
masks. Yes.
Fantastic. I have a great idea. Yes, I'll hit Dwayne, but it will trigger my ricochet, so I'll hit the bats as well.
Beautiful.
So I need a second damage flip. That's going to be 6 to Dwayne, but plus 1 flaming to Dwayne. Burning.
Are you down? Or you have a 2, right? You
It's-
can reduce it by
It's
2.
defense, yeah.
I am at 1 health and flaming.
Oh my god.
You can heal
Oh my
someone.
god.
I can heal someone.
And it can't be yourself?
No.
Damn it. Damn it.
I refuse on principle to heal Thomas, so I'm gonna heal Ross.
I don't need health.
Thomas didn't need any help. He didn't get hurt.
Thank you.
So Ross, you heal 1. The ricochet is going to be moderate damage.
2 damage.
Question: is that a magical effect?
No, it's a gun.
No. It's
no,
an
the
ability.
flaming.
The flaming, no, it's an ammunition type.
Okay.
That is enough to dissipate the rest of the birds. We still have
No
a,
third attack.
we still have a third attack.
Is there a new target? Is there a third phase to your boss fight that I can shoot?
Not at the moment. You know what? That's fair. We'll say that your third attack just shot up into the sky.
That's okay. Thank you. I'd feel bad if we killed him under such uncinematic circumstances.
At the end of your round, after just emptying half of your gun, just these thunderous shots, especially at this close range, the darkness is going to manifest.
So, I'm sorry? The darkness is manifesting?
A miasmic darkness against you. What's your willpower? Against Thomas?
Willpower is and has been and shall continue to be 4.
You're fine. That's an 8 of crows. No one's going to get hit by that ability.
You said it.
I'll keep saying it. Ooh.
So do we see another form, or did that just like?
I'm
grab him.
determining which one I want.
Oh no! Oh no! I don't like
Jesus.
that.
I'm in danger.
Yeah, we all are.
Oh god. This is so good.
It is. It's fun, but just.
Said, oh god, all I could think of is the one with like the what was that Alaskan vampire movie or whatever? Just like
Oh, 30 Days of Night.
30 Days a Night, he just looks up. No god.
No God. No, my brain goes to Sword Art Abridged.
Ooh.
You found your God. He's right here, and he's all out of mercy.
Just rising up next to you like a soldier at your shoulder. You just feel a barrel pointed into your rib cage. Looking over, and it is just a void of a face. There are no eyes. It's just head just pointed at your direction. And it's gonna pull the trigger.
Oh.
It has a
Fuck.
gun now too.
Bourgeois
A 6?
Yeah.
6 of crows?
plus
Your
6
defense?
Plus, no, plus 1 more from me.
plus 7.
13? Would you like to cheat it?
I'll make that an 8.
That will miss. You just step back. Still pulls the trigger and it just shoots off to nothing.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. We're down to Margaret.
Oh hey, let's see if I can hit this time. I'm just gonna discard this 3. I'm not gonna use a 3, I promise you. for anything other than doing a flurry. Let's see if I can hit a gunslinger. Maybe we'll see.
Let's do it.
Yeah, 3 attacks, please, and let me know if any are
Ooh.
rams.
Could you clarify a bit more?
No.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Like Joker.
No. I was just... It no longer gets manipulative, it no longer has armor, or is hard to wound. Each of them has a different defensive ability. But this
Ooh.
is an 8 of masks, an 11 of masks, and a 7 of tones.
Please tell
Okay.
me that this one's defensive ability isn't Black Blood.
Let's find
Please
out.
no.
And
Please
those
no.
are all +5.
That's
Too
a
much.
13, a 16, and a 12.
Yeah, I'll let
Fifty.
those ride.
The 12 will miss, the other
Okay.
2 will hit.
I couldn't do better. Yeah, okay.
So the first one is going to be a double negative twist for damage.
The fist load of my fighting claw ignores 1 of those
So only a
negatives.
single negative twist for damage, which is a 6, which is moderate.
Okay, that's 3.
3 gets no armor. At the moment you make that impact, it starts to stumble back. Almost seems to revert back to shadows for a moment and just slips 2 meters away from you.
Oh. Alright.
But you have not used any movement, so you could absolutely just move to keep up with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna chase this thing. Like, no, you get back here.
The second attack was a total of a 17, so that's with a negative twist, but it's just a flat twist because of your fist load, and that's an 8, so that's moderate damage.
Okay, another 3.
And it is it just kind of slips partway through the wagon, and you just slide under it, just this rising uppercut on the other side, and it just slips back to where he started. And you want to say anything?
I mean, the rest of the party sees this, right?
For sure.
Alright, they can observe, they know. So I think that's all good.
Then we're moving down to Dwayne.
Oh, it doesn't get an action after every person now?
Oh, don't remind him.
Ah,
It does
He
not
wants
get
that
to go.
miasma to go off.
okay.
This is
well,
the
I am going
second
to do
time that it has not gotten to go after one of you.
I don't have the brain power to analyze that right now. So I am going to do the 2 things that are necessary for me to stay alive, because I am at 1 health. I am going to pat out the fire that Thomas burned me with, so that he doesn't kill me right this moment. You can kill me later.
Has to be the right time.
Heck,
Like he said, cinematic.
And then I will take a defensive stance,
Discarding a card.
unless I don't have to.
Oh.
That's my guard ability.
Handy.
So if it attacks me, there are 2 negative twists to its attack, and I have 3 armor.
Beautiful.
But it probably won't attack me because it only attacks people that attack it, and I had to pat out the fire. Done.
Like to say anything?
Say anything?
Yeah, maybe say something to someone who shot you for no reason. You know.
I'm just giving you the opportunity.
I don't think this is quip time. Wait.
Just point blank bullet went into your chest, set you on fire. I'm just giving you the opportunity.
It wasn't point blank. It was 3 meters.
Okay.
Being
I am
shot
going-
3 meters away by a gun.
I know it's not.
blame.
I know.
Wait, I am going to stay silent.
Maeve.
Okay.
Wait, and it doesn't get an attack.
So
After I was silent, for the record.
yeah,
I don't know if
That's
that's
the problem.
connected, but
that's the problem. I'm not, because my bonus for you guys, I have to say something. I have to boost morale. So as a free, it's okay. We got this. Gotta protect the kids. It'll be totally fine. And the shadow guy tried to shoot Thomas, then shifted back to where it started, which means it's right next to me. Because Thomas and I were on the seat. Okay. I'm letting the defensive +1 fall off so I don't have the negative turn to damage. I'm swinging around and fighting claw, trying to punch this thing.
Yeah.
And that is a 4 AV.
A 2 of crows.
Oh, come on!
I think we got all the 13s like immediately.
Yeah.
Both
that's
the
gonna miss,
jokers
'cause
are still in here.
I don't have anything to boost. So
Fair.
it's gonna miss.
Fist just soars right through it. Kind of throws you off balance for a second. At the end of your turn, it is gonna go. Gonna point the boomstick in just level with your chest. Pull the trigger.
That's not good.
is it still getting the positive twist to defense from the imposition?
I think that was only a success, so I think that faded.
Do
Right.
what?
Yeah.
It's until the end of dramatic time because of my lasting challenge.
Oh, well then never mind. Yeah, it absolutely would. Well, it doesn't matter because that's either a 3 of rams or a 3 of crows.
Nope. I can't make it high enough to make a difference because I have a defense of 4.
It has a trigger on every suit, so I need to know which one you want.
What were the options?
A ram or a crow.
Crow.
Literal pick your poison.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't think we've seen what crow does yet, so why not?
That is going to be a ricochet shot.
Oh, fuck.
Glorious.
Wonderful.
So that's what's your defense?
4.
4. So that's a total of 7, which is a positive twist for damage,
Oh, fuck.
which is moderate. So that's 2 points of damage.
Ow. I'm alive.
And then it's going to ricochet. Ross, you're still in the wagon. No, you're not in the wagon. You're nowhere close.
No, he's 5 meters away.
I think Margaret might be the closest then, because you've been chasing this thing
No,
down.
Thomas is
Yeah.
right next to me.
Technically, also, if it
Sorry.
wants to take
Thomas
someone
is
down,
right next to you.
I'm on my last legs.
Thomas is literally in the seat next to you.
Yep.
So that's a 12 of tones for its ricochet. That would be 3 points of damage.
Is that a ranged attack?
Yes.
I reduced that
Yeah.
by 1.
So 2 points of damage. It's funny, it says this attack must declare a trigger. It has no choice.
Oh my gosh.
Huh.
I'm glad you didn't pick the other one.
Okay.
But that's done. We're down to Rosa, who is honestly going to set the shotgun down and start tending to the children. They are starting to freak, and she is now just huddling down over them, just trying to just calm them in any fashion she can, and just would yell out, "Move! We need to go! Get out of here!" Which is going to mean that the gunman is going to turn, take a shot. We don't flip, right? Because they're both NPCs.
Correct.
But I need a trigger.
If you want to give +2 to her from the positive twist from imposition, you can.
And a +1 from me because of my challenge morale thing.
Then I don't need to flip, because that means that she is going to dodge it. And that is it. That brings us up to Ross. Oh, we didn't try to do miasma against Maeve. Maeve, what's your willpower?
Oh, 4.
4.
+3.
That's a 4 of Rams, which is to an 11. Did you cheat?
I can't do it any higher.
An 11 succeeds.
Oh, fuck.
Russ.
Stop it.
So Rosa yelled out to get out of here, correct?
Mm-hmm.
To Maeve, yes. She wants the wagon to go, which is going to leave a vast majority of you behind.
Right.
Also was immediately attacked after she said something, and I wasn't, and neither was Margaret after being quiet.
I'm just gonna take 2 shots again.
Okay. That is...
Same thing. I need a 15. I have an 8.
It's a 2 of masks and a 4 of tome.
I'm going to cheat the first one with a 7, so that's a total of 15 to hit defense.
15 hits. 4 will miss. That's a double negative twist for damage, which is minor damage.
So 3 damage.
3 damage.
Poison +3. Which I don't think it stacks poison. I think it just...
It takes a higher condition.
Yeah.
It'll go back up to 3.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I'm going to cast Imbue Protection on Maeve. Because
Gotcha.
I don't like to see all that healing I had to do on her just like fade away, spend hours on surgery. Like
That's
what
fair.
At least it's not my legs.
I just stitched that up.
I just cleaned this mess up.
We keep it nice for like 5 minutes.
What does your spellcasting look like now? Now that it's no longer the, it's a different tradition.
So it used to be green, like that icky green oozy kind of looking. Now I want to say it's more like bright yellow. Wait, let me ask you a question that's not hinting at anything. What color was the fire from last time that we played?
Red and yellow.
So my magic is now red and yellow.
Does your spellcasting have any verbal components to it?
I don't know. This is not Pathfinder or D&D. It doesn't say, but...
Oh, it does not say in the rules. This is purely a question for you, the player.
I know, but now I know what to answer, so I'm just going to flip a coin.
I would say no, because you try to keep hiding your spellcasting from everybody.
Not anymore.
That is true. You know what? I still have secretive spellcasting.
That was back when your spellcasting was whispers of madness in your ear.
I still have that. That's a general talent I have.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say no. I'm quiet.
Then...
I was gonna flip a coin. But...
Thomas.
Nope.
We're back to you.
Excellent. First action is reload. Second action is attack, because I start spinning rice and I hit the clearance of the card, clearance of the 6 shots towards this shadowy figure, and then I'm gonna speed load it, and I got +1 on that. You give me a positive flip on that. You best.
Well, the first one was a 12 of crows. The second one is a 10 of tomes.
Only 12 of crows. Well, And the tomes I could not ricochet, which would be interesting. No. I'll take the 12 and make that 22.
With a defensive trigger, he does get to return fire on a crow.
Then I'll take the 20.
You already picked it.
I know I did, but I really want to take it back.
Well, that's a double positive twist for damage.
Including my brutal?
Yep. It can never be higher than a double twist.
Perfect.
But it is a 10, so that's moderate damage.
10 of what?
10 of crows.
So close. Alright.
There's that many cards left, and the jokers are still in here.
4 damage.
Snubbing me.
It is going to return fire. What is your defense?
6.
That's a 9 of crows, a total of 15. You have to cheat.
No.
The shot misses.
Goddamn right it does.
Anything else?
Do I seem like a chatty Cathy to you?
Your guns are very loud.
Oh.
I was very careful to mention how loud your shots were being.
I thought it was cinematic. I thought we were having fun here. But no, I'm the problem. I'm
Yes,
doing an
you are.
average- I'm doing an average of like 6 or 7 damage a round, but no, it's me. I have to go read Taylor Swift lyric now.
It doesn't matter what your willpower is. We finally got the Black Joker.
No!
Oh.
What happens?
We finally get to see the miasmic darkness.
Great.
I'm
It's
excited.
going to
I-
imprison you.
I would love to know what it is.
Who can miasmic darkness?
You.
That's
Oh,
you.
No, hold on.
Hang on, no. Let him
Hold
say.
on.
Hey, let him say what it is, because depending on what it is, I can fix it.
I'm unassuming.
Ah, yes, with the loud gun.
It's the-
I am unassuming.
That is going to be a I'm gonna flip because it needs a suit.
When that used this, well,
Yeah,
black.
There was no suit.
because it was a Black Joker. I'm gonna flip one. A tome that is going to be Consuming Darkness. You gain armor +1, and you generate 1 less AP every turn.
He gains armor +1.
Mhm.
But he generates 1 less AP, so he only has 1 AP per turn.
I can't
So
do
he
my...
discards a So he discards a card and does 3
That's
shots.
That
right?
takes 2.
That's 2 AP action.
Oh, that's a 2 AP action.
It's basically you are armored by the shadows, but it is just pulling you down.
So let me ask you this: do you want that off of you?
Let it stay on for a round.
Okay.
Now, question though, does the armor impact my defense?
No, because you're not wearing armor. You were just armor +1.
Alright.
But armor +1 does give -1 to defense.
Even if it's given from an outside ability.
I
think that's just how armor works.
yeah.
Well, let's take a look.
I mean, it's fine. Like, 5 armor, 5 defense versus 6 defense, and +1 armor. I give this thing a round before it's down.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, for the moment, we'll just say yes, it's as if you're wearing armor, so 1 less defense. And we'll look it up later. But it is going to shoot you. Which is your defense plus a 4 of crows.
tell you what. 4 crows plus 5 is a 9 at crows. Now,
+1 from me.
+1. Okay,
Okay.
so 10 of crows.
Would get a positive flip because still on imposition.
There's a 6 of masks.
Okay, 6 mass could be ricochet, but that's going to be 11. No, 12.
12.
I got a 9 here. I don't know. What do you
Shooting it?
think, chat?
Even if it was
Uh,
magical.
Tell you what, no. 12 masks. I have armor.
12 is going to hit. It's going to be with
Gross,
a
I hate it.
negative twist for damage. There's only 2 cards left. And you already know what
Swear
one
to
of them
God.
is. Because we haven't seen the Red Joker yet. Just... that focuses, but that's 5 in a Red Joker. So it really gets to pick whatever suit it wants. That is going to be 4 damage, reduced by 1 for your armor down to 3.
Plus -1 more because I have bulletproof.
Minus 1 more, so 2 whole damage, and it's gonna go with... No, it's gonna go with a hyper-explosive shot. It's gonna go with a ram. So instead of 4, it doubles to 8. And it also takes 8.
So then you reduce it after the 8 then?
Yeah,
you
so
reduce
down
it
to 6.
6.
Okay. Cool.
And I believe flipping a Red Joker for damage is automatically a critical?
Yeah.
Think so.
Yeah.
Let's pull up the critical chart. I never remember what page that's on. Critical effects, 303.
What suit are you going for?
It went Rams, so it is affecting the victim's chest, and that was a 13. Agonizing pain. This character generates 1 less AP at the start of her turn during dramatic time.
So none. You generate
So
none.
you
So you
generate-
have 0
Nope.
AP per turn.
Nope. I'm discarding. I take agonizing. He just takes the damage.
Oh. So you generate 1 less AP.
That's fine.
I have to shuffle, so you can all draw a card.
I need Thomas to be able to shoot something.
That brings us to
Oh my
Margaret.
God, where are my good cards? Okay, is there still something within punching distance?
Absolutely
Or
is.
some. Alright, I'm gonna run and
8
punch it.
damage didn't take that thing down?
Oh, I'm sorry, it took 4. It took half of the damage. It doubles
you-
whatever
are you
damage it
still
does,
standing?
and it takes half.
No.
Yeah.
But I was hopeful that if I had somehow I could if it was dead, I could maybe argue for my new power to kick in. So I wanted to no, I'm at -4 now because I took 8. Well, it took -6 when I was at 4. So no, wait, that's -2.
You're -2?
Yeah.
So that wouldn't make a difference then. Because the minus adds to whatever the critical number is.
Okay, cool.
But that wouldn't make a difference. So I do need a toughness test to remain standing. What's your toughness?
My toughness is 2.
That's an 11 of crows. You're fine. It's a
You add
TN
one for
10.
me.
You're fine. You are still standing at -2 health. Margaret.
Right. I feel like it's a considerable amount of adrenaline that just occurred from seeing all of that go down this entire round just drowns out like any desire for her to say anything. It's just like, okay, we just kind of go. And
Great.
so yeah, we're going to go ahead and I don't think this 5 is gonna help me either. So we're gonna flurry again. We're just gonna keep doing this. We're gonna keep going.
That's 9 of crows, an 8 of rams, and a 6 of masks. What's your AV?
Well, I can't. My AV is +5, and I
Add one to
cannot
each
do
of-
better than any of those. So those are
So-
just gonna be what they are.
A 15, a 14, and a 12.
Okay, what were the suits again?
9 of crows, an 8 of rams, and a 6 of masks.
Okay. And the totals. Sorry, I'm like.
15, a 14, and a 12.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna let those totals ride. If that 14 hits, or if the Rams hits, it's gonna trigger my martial arts skill.
It does hit.
Okay, it does hit. So that means it triggers jump kick. So after succeeding, if this attack was taken part of a, well, did I run back to it? Was this part of a charge?
A charge takes 2 AP to do.
Oh.
I think
well,
a flurry
never
also
mind.
takes 2 AP.
Well, never mind. Can't do that. So
But
it'll
still,
just be the 2 hits.
2 hits. They're both at -1 twist. Which you ignore.
With fist load? Yeah. Okay.
So that's moderate for the first one and moderate for the second one.
All right. 6 damage.
Yeah, this thing is evaporated. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn? As you just punch through this gunman, the gun just shatters under the blow.
Yeah, I punch through it. I feel like my fist like stops about like 2 inches short of Thomas's face. And then I just kind of pull it back like, oh no. No. And we'll just kind of idle animation, just wait for whatever pops up next.
Brings us to Dwayne.
Okay. So we're again in a situation where there's nothing to target.
Mhm.
Are the effects the shadow encasing Thomas or the situation with Maeve, are either of those magical effects?
Yes.
Both of them?
Mhm.
I will
Oh,
spend my
For Maeve, it is not. That's a critical effect.
Oh, okay. Okay. Then I will spend an action trying to end that effect on Thomas.
4 of masks. What's your AV?
My AV is... Sorry, wasn't on that screen. 7.
11. The effect is removed. Thomas, you
Okay.
have 2 AP again.
Yay.
My other question
Mhm.
is that action where we heal, is that a single AP action or 2? For 2? Okay. Well then, I guess I will take a defensive stance again.
Okay.
With my other AP, because I don't have much else I can choose to do. I can't even declare an action and wait, because that takes 2 AP to do.
Maeve.
I only have 1 AP. And as much as I want to give a rousing speech, I feel like taking agonizing pain to the chest would stop me from doing so. God. There's a thing you can do with 1 AP. Give me 1 second.
A lot of things.
Yeah, a lot of things you can do with 1 AP. That's why I'm trying to see. Is Rosa still alive? Like she's good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
For the record, I also forgot we were apart, so I would walk toward everybody with my other AP.
Oh, okay. Focus isn't going to help me because I don't attack. And there's nothing to attack. God. I guess I'll just take defensive stance 1.
Sure. Discard a card.
Actually, pacifist, I can do it without discarding because it's a thing that I can take.
Well, all right then.
So I'll just do that instead.
Anything that you'd like to say to the others?
I just got hit in the chest. No, I'm not saying a goddamn thing.
Rosa still just huddled down over the children. Ross.
Ross is gonna walk back to the cart. Nothing happens. I'm debating something. Can I do a magical flip to determine if all that magical energy is still there?
No need. It's very much still there.
Okay.
It is a predator just waiting at the edge of the tall grass.
Can you do a flip to determine if I've noticed that we get attacked every time we've been attacked every time someone's talked, or would I just I just don't want to like meta this because it's kind of figured it out as players, but I just want to know if Ross would have figured that out, and I don't know if that's notice or something. What you would determine that as?
What's an 11 of Rams? I don't know what you as players may or may not have figured out. But yeah, I think with an 11, you probably would have noticed that everyone just shut up real quick.
All right. I'm gonna try to like point to everyone and like just try to point that we need to get the fuck out. Like we need to leave. As I'm going to walk towards Sen and try to help him because he's looking hurt.
Yeah. Do a bandage check.
I can't because it's 2 actions, but I'm just gonna get close to him to try to help him next turn.
Thomas, anything?
I'm in the cart, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna try and hold myself up still. I'm not sure there's an action for stuff your wounds back in, but
You can do a doctor without
Put
being
your guts
skilled, I
back
think.
inside.
yeah, I guess.
You just need a 5 to heal like at least 1.
All right, yeah, I'll try to make a doctor check.
Did you make it without being
It doesn't say that you need to be. You're just like not
I have
great
a-
at it. It looks
I have
like.
a 1 in doctor.
Oh,
There you
there
go.
you go.
I don't have 1 segment marked off, but I have 1 point. My AV is 1.
Oh, well, that's a 10 of Rams.
11.
So that should give you 2 health.
I'm at 0 wounds.
Yay!
Love to see it.
Jacking your innards back in like you're a Stephen King character.
Dom's just gonna like take a knife and a thumb really quick. He sits down and pull out a bullet of like darkness and shadow, and then just quickly through some. Hold the pieces of flesh together.
Would you
Anyone
like-
got a light? I don't say anything. I'm stupid. I'm not
whis-
saying nothing.
If he whispers it, does it still attack him?
No, I'm not saying nothing. I'm not saying anything. No.
Okay. We'll ignore that part.
You will. You will.
Hmm.
The snide out of character comment is what gets you killed.
Yep.
Okay.
To be fair, that would be the most Turk way to go.
Yeah.
Are you keeping the bullet?
I just pulled it out of me. I
Mhm.
mean, it's nearby. I can't take a look at it.
Yeah. It is a bullet made of darkness.
It's interested. I'll be staring at it for a little bit as I hold my wound closed.
Margaret, anything?
I mean, does it? So here's the scene. So who is still out of the car? It's just Ross and Dwayne.
I think Ross and
And
Dwayne
myself.
even. Yeah. Yeah, because there's not really.
Okay. And does it look like this thing is going to try to go after either of them?
It looks like it's just waiting to. Or it feels like it.
Okay.
Is- I was going to ask, is there like room that we could like hang off the cart or something?
Sure. Yeah.
Because because I'm fast enough, I want to see if I can try to trick this thing, use a trick action, so that it goes in my direction. They can get onto the cart, and then I outrun it past the cart or something like that, so I can just kind of zoop right back on the other
Could
side.
certainly try.
Okay. So that is a deceive challenge that's resisted by the target's scrutiny.
Well, that's an 11 of masks.
Okay. And I have +5 to deceive.
Where did it come from?
Yeah. Yeah, you're just trying to get it to pull away? Yeah, I would say that's absolutely
Yeah.
a success.
All right. So yeah, it's going after me. I'm kind of running back to the cart. I kind of give it the old run around, go zoop on the cart. Doesn't see me.
You just take that few moments to just pull it away from the carts, that darkness just coalescing the direction you're headed, and then you find a moment to break line of sight with darkness and start running back towards the cart.
Mhm.
I'll be to give it a disengaging strike with a negative twist.
Okay.
What's your defense?
My defense is 5.
5. That's a 9 of tomes with a negative twist. So, brings
She
to
gets a positive to her defense.
with another one. Yeah. So a 13 of tomes for a total of 18. You're fine.
Yeah.
Just slip away, get back to the cart. Everyone holds on as you just.
And I'd like to make a note that I am attempting to help Ross hold on, since I know that Ross does not have much strength.
But with that, feel like we could take a break there, give everyone a chance to recover. Dwayne, you did hit a destiny step.
Oh? Which one?
I am looking at the right person. The third one.
Her silence brings inspiration at the door?
Oh.
And we'll give everyone a chance to grab a drink, stretch your legs, do what they gotta do, and we'll come back with some more Through the Breach. See you soon, everybody. Welcome to the Lost Caravan RPG.
A haven for the lost, the worn, and the wandering.
Whether you only need a place to rest your soul,
or looking for a brand new journey, we welcome you.
You're safe within our ranks, surrounded by the friends you have yet to meet.
Some of you may be new, eager to take your first steps in the shoes of a hero.
Others are veterans of a war fought through generations.
Having played dozens of characters
and rolled hundreds of dice.
Either way, we can promise you will find moments of adventure and heartbreak,
as well as moments of tears and laughter.
Countless noble tales have been spun around our campfire,
such as Pathfinder, Dungeons and Dragons, Lancer, and Locust.
We travel anywhere and everywhere,
exploring towering castles, desolate space stations, and haunted mansions.
We have a few roles if you decide to stay.
Treat each other with love, kindness, and acceptance.
We never judge on appearance, only on richness of character.
For as long as you ride with the caravan, you will never walk alone.
We work together to forge a better world for us, and for every traveler after we're gone.
So, take a seat, grab a drink, and listen to our tales.
When you're ready, we'll help you tell a tale of your own.
There it goes. Yeah, it didn't want to transition. Hello, welcome back.
Everyone does.
Where we left off, we had fought the living darkness. And for the moment, it seems like you have evaded it. As the horses just continue on down the road, that heavy cloak that was following along with you, waiting for any source of noise to strike out and attack, not having any means of sight, only sound. Seems to be gone. How far away would you get before anyone opened their mouths to speak?
Do we get sunlight eventually, or like?
You were approaching early afternoon, and it looks like midnight.
Honestly, I would not say anything until we got back in the fucking city.
Yeah, I'm feeling that too.
I think Maeve, while driving, would look back at Ross, like, and do the eyes, like 2 fingers towards her eyes, and then point to Thomas, and then make a stitching motion. And if all he gives me is a blank stare, I would give him the, "Come on, man, look." Or same thing to Margaret too. Just like look at both of them.
Dwayne would just slowly raise his hand.
Yeah.
And then grab the card again.
Ross will help Dwayne.
Thomas will just like get busy. Clearing the area for surgery, basically. Just lift up where the bolt hole is.
I can't drive and fix him, can I?
You would have to stop.
Yeah, and if we stop, there's a chance of it catching up.
We could stop, patch up, and then go.
Yeah.
Okay, if we're okay with that.
I'll patch up people on to go.
This is going to be with one difficult twist, because you were doing it
you're hanging off
from the side of a cart while it's moving.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop the cart.
Fine. It's fine.
No, it's not. No, it's not fine.
Guys,
please don't stab me.
So this is to heal Thomas.
No, Dwayne.
Dwayne first.
Ross is going to Dwayne.
Yeah, I was at 1.
That's a black joker.
Okay.
Come on.
Black Joker on healing.
Wait,
Just
I
no
can't
healing.
even cheat
It's
that. I can't even
0.
cheat that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just no healing.
Yep. You are trying to tend to these wounds, but every little bit of progress you make, and it's just re-deteriorating.
I'll let out a sigh and move on to the closest person to me.
Thomas.
I don't know if that's Thomas. All right, Thomas.
If
I
this
will
is a
look at
red
Thomas.
Joker,
So before you flip, I will look at Thomas with very untrusting eyes, let's say. And I you know what? Hoop, give me a degree of difficulty. -1 rating. I will do the entire first aid staring him straight in the eyes, not looking at what I'm doing.
Oh shit.
okay.
Oh, shit.
Give it a negative twist. You know you can't get the Black Joker. It's already gone.
True.
Well, that was a 12 of crows, but it is now a 4 of tomes.
I'll cheat it with a 9 of tomes.
So what's your total?
That is 16, so 3.
3? Do you have a trigger for tomes?
I do, which means double band-aid time, so I get to do another flip.
Do it again.
Here we go.
I do have a question.
Mm-hmm.
It says a character may only receive the benefits of first aid once every hour.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Yep.
Does that mean they can only be targeted once? Or could
believe
you repeat on a fail?
You did receive the effects. It was just the effects were 0.
It was just a 0. Okay.
Well, that's a 9 of rams for the second one.
So that is 18,
15?
so another
18?
3.
The 6 total.
6 total.
I'm back.
Mind you, he is staring you. He's been prodding you, stitching you, fixing you, staring you straight in the eyes, into your soul. And then just turns away to inspect Margaret to see if she's okay.
Yeah. What did you think you got back?
I mean, I could definitely be better. I'm at 2 at the moment.
Did Thomas say that? Did Thomas say that? Did Thomas just speak?
I didn't
Just
say
No.
nothing.
Oh my god. I don't like how close you are to the camera.
I'm not a talker. I didn't talk, Black Hawk.
I'm gonna go hide.
You want to get closer to your camera too?
Yeah, I will. Come on.
Alright, let's make it. I'm close to my camera too.
Oh my god.
I don't like this.
Alright. Ross
get
will
real
also
close
doctor.
one.
Whatever this is, can we put it on a consent form now?
One more time. Bring it in. Come on, Ross. Come on. Coward.
What?
So proximity is now a red card? Proximity to camera?
Wow.
So you're healing Margaret?
Yes.
Please.
12 of masks. I think that's 4 healing.
It's almost 4.
We'll round up. It's fine.
Alright.
Oh.
You're 1 away. You're fine.
I was 1 away.
Yeah.
If anyone assisted you, then you would have been at.
Mhm.
And I've got 1, so.
Maeve does require surgery.
Yes. Now a thing is surgery
Again.
takes an hour.
Yep.
And I'm busy driving.
We stopped.
So...
Right. Oh,
We
well,
did
okay. It's up to
stop,
them.
I
It's
don't
up to
think
them,
stopping
though.
for an hour is a good idea outside the city.
Exactly.
Does that thing stay on, or is that just till the end of the theatric?
The effect of only having 1 AP stays on, but you do still have a critical effect on you.
Okay. So let's say next time we're in city, like, we'll have to deal with that later.
That's
You
fine.
can only undergo surgery once per week.
Oh my god! I hard nerfed myself. Crap. That's not good. That's not good at all. I can't even be a doctor right now.
Wait, so what's the crit you got?
I can't. I generate
minus
1
1
less
AP?
AP. Right.
That only applied until the end of dramatic time.
Okay.
So what's the permanent effect?
What's
So-
the permanent effect?
It's the effect is that you have a critical effect on you. There are things that
Okay.
stack with the number of critical effects you have.
Got it. Okay. Okay. Not as bad.
Nope.
Not as bad.
Well,
It's bad. It's bad because I have to wait a week.
It's
to fix
bad
it.
enough. No need to make it worse.
Right. Right. As long as I can still do my doctor stuff, we're good.
as you all start loading back up, you can start to see the lights of the city of Malifaux. These are beacons that are meant to illuminate the outskirts of the city, now little more than lamps in the distance. Maeve, as everyone else is loading up into the wagon, just stare at that city. And without further explanation, without a shadow of a doubt, you know that place is going to be your grave. This is your moment. Your destiny step. If I never return. You can embrace it or rebel against it.
Ooh. So rebelling against it means I go.
Would
I go
return
back
to the city of
Malifaux?
Malifaux. To your death.
Yeah, she rebels against it because she wants to help as much as possible, as many people as possible, even if it means she's gonna die.
There's just an arrow about you that starts to crack. Something in your psyche, very fragile, but it's been holding since you were a child, and it starts to crack. We get to talk about an alternative to what we talked about.
Okay.
Because the upgrade that you had picked would have applied had you decided to go with your destinies. We gotta go with another one now. But all of you seeing Maeve stop for just a brief moment before climbing into the wagon, then swinging on up, grabbing the reins. Say anything to the rest of them? Just
I'm still assuming that if I say anything, we're gonna get attacked. So no.
no need to flip your animal husbandry. They would simply go. Now, recognizing the road home, they seem eager. Put the no. There we go. That's adequate. I should send this to you all so you can hear it.
I mean, it's not the good, the bad, and the ugly main theme, is it?
Not quite. It's called Breached Walls.
Oh no.
I turned on the stream.
John
I'm like,
motherfucking
God damn
Bjork.
it.
As the horses start pulling closer to the walls of the city of Malifaux, you see just bodies piled up on approach. They aren't human bodies. These were creatures from the darkness that tried to assault the walls and were cut down under hails of minigun fire. not every part of the walls got so lucky. There are pieces, sections of the city where the walls were blown through, where something heavy just exploded against them. But a vast majority of it does look like it's held. As you get closer, you see no less than half a dozen rifles all just aim themselves your direction towards your cart. Not shooting yet, but waiting to see who you are. Maeve, you're in the driver's seat. Anything you'd like to say to them?
I mean, how far out are we?
Maybe 30 yards?
Are they even gonna hear me if I yell? Like, 30 yards is pretty far.
Pretty far.
Yeah, oh god. To keep them from shooting us, I'm gonna have to. Don't shoot! We've got kids!
Most of them would kind of pull the weapons off to the side. There's still one larger, heavier barrel that's just kind of tracing just in case. But you're able to bring the wagon closer till one of them shouts down, "How you been? You know there's a war going on out there right now?"
We were there at the start.
Bring words from Lieutenant Daniels for the guild.
Nothing you probably don't know already, though.
Wayne, what's your... Do you have any charismatic skills that you feel would apply here?
Honestly, I am using a name that wields power. I kind of feel like Intimidate would work here.
Yeah. I mean, Thomas, Maeve, if you two wanted to assist, you could apply ranks of any intimidation or charisma you have.
I have 2 ranks in leadership.
Yeah.
I have a tank and Intimidate.
So,
I have a rank in Intimidate. Ugh.
What's your Intimidate there?
6 AV.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's a total of a 23 of Rams.
I'll do.
You don't want to cheat at 23?
Nah, I'm good.
Think it might be enough?
Yeah, immediately they'd hop down, start activating the mechanism to pull the gates open. Get on in here, or they decide to make another pass at us.
Ain't gotta tell us twice. I'll make a point to walk alongside the cart now, rather than holding on.
Just along the other side, you would see just rows and rows of wounded, of severely injured, possibly dead. They've been through literal war here. The guild marksmen all up in their posts, all perfectly at attention. Even see the, I think they're called the Iron Defenders. Get up later, but there's just these massive constructs of pure metal, just sword in one hand, shield in the other, just posted up right there behind the gate.
Thomas, you think you could get the message to the guild if we stay here and help out?
Of course. Also, I think they're called Riot Breakers if they have a shield and a Gatling gun.
A shield and a sword.
Guardians. Thomas will just nod and I don't know, assuming they're constructions.
Maeve, I know your legs ain't working, but I can get you where you need to do good.
It's not my legs right now, it's my chest, but I can still work.
Appreciate the ride. Take the children from here.
Good.
Get them somewhere close to the city. Inside.
Of course.
Deep.
We got family here. Should be fine.
Good. If you need anything, send word to the guild, we can try to help.
She just kind of ushered him out of the back of the wagon. Head off up the road.
And despite the fact that I am walking wounded, I will 100%, if Maeve needs it, give her piggyback ride to...
No, my legs are fine. We already fixed the legs. The legs are fine. It's the rest of my torso that's a problem, but that's for another day.
That's fair. Well, I wasn't sure when that scene took place.
So it technically happened before the darkness attacking, so they were fixed.
Before anything.
But because I took that from Thomas, that critical still sits because it takes surgery to fix criticals.
Okay.
So I'm guessing like some broken ribs, maybe like a clavicle out of place, something along those lines.
Tasty.
Yeah, just
Thomas,
suffer puppet all the way.
You just making a beeline for the guild?
I am.
You'd hear your companions still chatting. Watch Rosa as she leads the children off. Walk up those stone steps up towards the guild headquarters. See a small procession. See a coffin being lowered into the ground. A death marshal's hat on top of it. Even the most ferocious fighters among the guild's numbers seem to have taken losses.
I'll remove my hat, of course. And approach the group.
The pair that seem to be doing the digging both have those death marshal insignia. Jacket. Burned. You can even see their own coffins just propped up not too far from where you're standing.
A word from Lieutenant Daniels. Though I suppose you already heard the news. Felt it too.
One of them turns to look at you. You know that death marshals go through a process. The more that they enact their justice, the more that they burn away at the corruption of the world, the more that they start to burn themselves. Their skin, their muscle tissue, all turning into a bluish flame, so that fully encompasses them. There's nothing left but skull and fire. They haven't reached that point. They're still mostly human. One of them kind of tosses the shovel to the ground. Yeah. Riding out there with us or what?
I'd hoping you'd ask for something like that. I got a group. But yeah, I'll make the pin I got a bit more public.
Looks down at the vacant coffin, one that belonged to the fallen soldier. Didn't have no one anymore.
Look down at the coffin. Is that an offer?
You can pick it up. We'll see.
Thomas nod and get down to the coffin's length and amongst the grave dirt. Pull out probably like a rope or something and try and roll it under and throw it under the coffin a little bit. And his mind will go back to the last time he had to test his strength in a dark hole, that pit of suffering that was his childhood, clambering in an ink pot, and just whole, like it'll bring the Almighty back to this earth.
What is your athletics, AV?
Athletics? Oh no. It's a -2, but I do a flick of the wrist if I need to make a melee of pugilism. If I could argue, it might even be a heavy melee.
Sure.
Because it is a heavy melee weapon, technically.
What's your AV?
For heavy melee, 0.
Could not be more appropriate. It's a 1 of rams.
Yeah.
It feels comfortable. Like for a moment it lifts, it's almost weightless. And then there's just something causes it to just pull back down. As if it's saying, not yet.
Am I allowed to cheat that?
You could.
The king.
A 13 of rams.
I want this. Thomas, thanks. I don't care if it kills me. I've been dead for a while. I've been dead for damn too long.
Just putting in that second effort. Planting your feet. Hoisting. Feeling all of the weight of every sin that this box has ever held. That it's ever cleansed. Every warrior that's ever held it. There's no name on it. There may have been at one point, but it's long since been worn away. This box doesn't really belong to anybody. It's a tool. A means to an end, like you. Hoist lifting this massive wooden case up into the air. It pulls on your back, causing you to take a little stutter step. It's a little awkward with the weight. It's up there.
Almost like out of breath, like breathing a little bit. So when we riding?
Just say the signal. Looks up at the guild hall, at the braziers on top of it. The lights that let people know that the guild is still there, even in the darkest of times. Go take care. Go say goodbye.
Wiping the grave dirt off that hat, he fixes the new one on.
Marshall.
Marshall.
We'll jump on over to Margaret, Maeve, Ross, and Dwayne. Where are the four of you headed?
I was planning at least to go and try and help with the wounded.
Absolutely. They'd be more than accepting of your help.
And I was figuring it out while you were doing the super emotional scene. Since Maeve can only do one, technically can't do first aid, I think it might be thematically appropriate if Maeve was assisting where Dwayne was doing the first aid.
Yeah?
He'll go wherever. Yeah. Well, I can do first aid on multiple targets. It's just that person only gets an hour's worth.
Ah.
Yeah, so like I don't get to do one per hour. It's that one person only benefits from first aid.
Oh no, I was saying because you only get 1 AP a turn. Or was that
No.
That only lasted till the end of
anymore.
dramatic.
That only lasts till
okay,
the end
okay.
of dramatic. I can still do it.
Well, then all those clockwork things that were going in my head trying to figure things out are completely useless. I'll just help with the people who are not very wounded then.
I still...
Because I have a 0 AV, but...
I still picture Maeve and Dwayne, like the two of you just like working in like this wordless tandem of just like Maeve holding out a hand and like you've got, you know, a suture just ready to hand over.
He's my nurse.
Makes perfect sense.
Yeah. And as soon as an hour passes, I'm working on him. I will take the time to step aside and I will work on him and then I will go back to everybody else.
Well, Ross and Margaret, two of them start tending to the wounded.
I mean, pretty similarly, like, Margaret is not good at, like, the whole doctor first aid thing, like, she's not trained in that at all, but, she knows that she can get either word or supplies or, like, move things to where they need to go very quickly, so just kind of be doing that, depending on if, like, people are in different places.
We'll come back to you. Ross, anything you'd like to be doing?
So correct me if I'm wrong. I'm trying to remember what the magical faction is for the guild. Is it the MNSU?
The Miners and Steamfitters Union?
Is that the magical faction for the guild?
The Arcanists.
The Arcanists are?
Oh no,
Okay.
I'm sorry. The Arcanists are kind of like the underground magical faction. Yeah, you'd be looking for the MNSU.
Okay. So basically the people that I was training with.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I'd like to go see them and kind of give them a progress report of everything that we've seen. And
Everything?
see where
He had to ask.
You know what? Yes, because Ross is now a little. He's back to being his professor self. His true self is finder, seeker of knowledge, and wanting to share that and be part of this organization.
Okay.
Ross wants to fit in. That's all he's wanted, and everyone in his group just makes fun of him and called him really creepy for so long that he's really hurt, guys.
Maeve didn't do jack to you, man. Like,
I never called you creepy.
Listen,
I
the only
called you
thing I will
creepy
not
all
say,
the time.
the only thing I will not say is I will not say anything about what I now know about Maeve.
Oh, dope. Cool. Compliancy.
But yeah, you could spend some time off basically reporting in. They'd be very interested in pretty much everything you're saying. Margaret. Margaret Scott. As the others are busily tending to wounded, running off to take care of their errands, the world would kind of slow to a almost painfully slow. See creatures. Not quite in this reality, not quite in the next. Hunters, little bestial creatures. Some of them you've seen, some of them you've fought, even. Just prowling, waiting for death to take a lot of these soldiers. They look at you and walk right past.
Is this on the outside of the walls? Like where is this exactly?
You're in the walls, in the city, where the wounded are being tended to. There's gunners like maybe 10 yards above you, just trained on the outside of the city walls. No one else seems to see this.
Well, if no one else is panicking that these things are here, I feel like Margaret would kind of assume like, all right, I guess this is just me. Um, I don't know. Is there any way that I could like willfully like get them to just go away? Can I like somehow stand between, maybe not physically stand between the soldiers and them, because then people are going to think that's really strange. Um I don't know, like how can I enforce that my willpower over whatever these things are?
Even just walking up to them, kind of like a dog would do when their owner comes home after running some errands. They would just look at you, almost a little expectantly, and just wait. Someone would even come up to you and sit.
Really weird. Okay. Um
A voice would call out. They recognize you're one of them. That
Look
same
around.
dark-haired, sunken-featured, feminine figure with a gaping wound in her chest, and one hand just mutated beyond all reason into this demonic claw. Time is coming.
How much longer I got?
What do you have left to do?
I mean, I'm not entirely sure when that's gonna end. At least see through whatever this group's got to do.
We'll see them to the... I'll make you a deal. When you get there, you get to the end. Just like in that cave. Be there to pull you out.
It was kind of a player question. Is this meaning going past the end? Or
This means that you will become an outcast. Means you're going to join the followers of the Tyrant of Obliteration.
I mean, what choice do I really have at this point?
Die like the rest of them.
As much as I appreciate the offer. Now really, I do. I don't want to try to cheat fate because usually the cost of that is much more than was stated up front.
You're saying no.
For now.
This isn't for now, Margaret. We make this deal, or once you turn your back, that
And at this point, like, I think Margaret's like really trying to think her way through it, even though there's not really much thinking to be done. Like, she's trying to think about as much of the fine print as she possibly can, but it's just currently like it's not computing. There's a yes or no at the very end of all of it. Um, I wish heck the player was more quick-witted than I or that Margaret was more quick-witted than I am. Um, yeah. I don't think I can cover the cost that it's gonna end up being at the end.
then I hope you can cover the cost. Saying no. She would just whistle and call those void creatures to her side. I would have a coughing fit and start to return to the normal pace. Wounded, still crying out in pain, your companions tending to them. Anything you'd like to do?
No, I think she's just gonna be taking all that in.
Is there anything else you'd like to do in this moment?
Can I
I think
make
there is a
poll?
conversation to be had whenever Maeve is patching up Dwayne.
I was gonna say, can I make a poll to patch
Yeah.
up Dwayne and myself?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. Dwayne first.
Go ahead and add 1 to your check.
Yeah.
I'll help you.
So that makes it an AV6 then.
Total of 12 for 2 healing. It's tomes, if that matters.
That does matter, I believe. Give me 1 second.
Wait, that's a 18 total?
12.
12? Oh.
Yes, tomes. If I succeeded, I gain an extra margin of success.
So
Medical
3.
genius.
3 healing.
Okay, so Dwayne heals for 3. Another pull for myself.
For you. 5 masks. So total of 10.
11.
Or 11.
And no, we're gonna make that higher. It's gonna be an 11 of tomes.
So 16 for
Yep.
4
And then
healing.
Since it's tomes, I get another margin of success.
The 4, yeah.
All right, cool. 2. I'm back to full. Cool.
And while you are healing up Dwayne, just start chuckling. I know every time you patch somebody up, you're patching them up to die later, but feels like just patching me up to stand me at a firing squad for Withermore later.
If that's the case, then I'm doing it to myself too for the same thing, because he's going to end up shooting both of us. And there's also I cling to some glimmer of hope that I'm not just sending you to die after putting you back together. Same thing with all these guys. And she looks at all of the wounded across the street.
It makes sense.
I know that Malifaux is brutal and cruel, and that we're not all murderers, like I said, but the problem is that there's not enough of us nice ones to counteract the brutality of what happens in Malifaux. But I still cling to hope that there might be one person I patch up that doesn't go back out, that doesn't keep getting attacked, that actually goes on and lives a long, peaceful life. Whether that happens, I can't guarantee, but I cling to that hope.
You know, I keep thinking about the people who patched me up before. I wonder if they would have been happy with 30 years at it all. Because, in a way, it really don't matter. All the wounds that I would care for you to doctor up don't get healed by sutures.
I purposefully refuse to try and make people forget their past. So that's why I only do the patching up the way I do it. I don't use magic. I could learn it, probably. But there's magic somewhere out there that probably would make you forget those wounds that suturing doesn't fix. But you learn from those injuries, mental or physical. And if you take that away, you just make the same mistake again. Yes, it's brutal. Yes, it's torturous, and it causes nightmares, and it makes you second guess yourself and others. but it's necessary.
Plank by plank. Just replacing plank by plank. The same old shit. I never have been good at thinking. Don't think I'm gonna get any better at it in old age.
You don't know. You might. She just gives you
Maybe
a
so.
huge grin.
Maybe so. Well, thanks for doing what you can, Doc.
I always do.
Sorry, May.
Thank you, Dwayne.
If everyone is good to move on.
I got one thing I need to do.
Sure.
I need to go to that requisition table. Wherever they got weapons around here in this guild hall.
Mm-hmm.
I need to get myself a peacemaker.
They'd ask for an exchange, of course.
I turn around and look. I like give a look to the coffin on my back.
Mm-hmm.
My understanding that this was part and parcel with the job.
The woman, very prim and proper dressed, like sitting up perfectly straight, pen and pad in front of her, meets your eyes, the deadpan stare. Your firearm. They never leave your side, correct?
No.
They feel attached to you, part of you, correct?
Not sure you want to go down this trail, but sure.
But you aren't you anymore. You are something else. That part of you, that is the part that's going to get you killed. Gonna hold you back. I don't take it because we want money for your service, or money for the weapon. It's about making sure that you have accepted what you are.
He's gonna take 3 pistols out of his office person and put each one down on the table with force. I'm gonna need 2 back.
He'd smile, reach under the desk. But 2. Notice that she is gloved. She has very thick gloves on. Grabs them by the barrel, pulls them up to you.
He's gonna give them both a quick spin, catch them both by the handle, look down their sight, give them each quick 6 clear blank, fire throughs.
The
Flick them out, flick them back
moment that you start pulling the trigger, it is a searing pain from the hilt of the weapon into the palm of your hand, through to the back of your hand.
He stops on the first one then.
They would both, as if they were fusing to you. They were burning away whatever memory you held with whatever firearms you used. And all that's left is them.
I think what even punctuates that more is he takes the 2 holsters he had for Rice and Shelley, the 2 public pistols. First he was secret, of course. And because Pacekeepers basically come with bayonets, he's just gonna like shove them through the holsters, and the bayonet's just gonna cut through and make new homes for themselves.
Absolutely.
Good.
There's still a sizzling going on under your gloves from both hands. Little plume of smoke still coming up.
Thank you much. See
Good
you
luck,
around.
Marshall.
Don't need luck. I got justice.
From the morning's lights, lady will want to see you.
Certainly hope so.
Is there anything else? Then we'll start with Marshall Thomas. You step out of the guild hall, start looking around for your, we'll call them companions for the moment.
Targets.
You see a figure standing there, partially in the shadow of the guild hall, the lamps illuminating what they can. And this figure looks so familiar. A tall, masculine figure, one of iron discipline, and years not letting you feel like would ever be enough.
Stare down that figure.
Of course, it can't be real.
I walk straight through. Right through their chest.
Full on just dissipates. You see further down the road a feminine figure, the one that you look to for caring and safety, but left you feeling so abandoned so many times.
No, they're gone. There's no comfort anymore. I put them in comfort when they were put in the ground.
She, however, doesn't simply stand there. The moment you take a step, takes a step back, turns, starts walking.
Good. In line or get out of the way.
For the record, this is leading you away from the last point that you saw any of your companions. But it does seem to be leading.
Yeah, why not? This feels like a thing.
Ross, after handing in your report, you are in a mostly alone room, as much of the MNSU have been called into service, whether it's repairing machinery, repairing walls, or full-on pickaxes in hand, engaging in combat. The scriptwriter that you've been speaking to finishes the report with a flourish and a dot. Well, supervisor is going to find this quite interesting. I'm going to have a lot to explain as to why I didn't immediately kick you out as the ravings of a lunatic. But I do trust your word.
He mumbles to himself, "You'd be the first."
He turns and starts tucking away the papers, and you see the mouth moving, but there's not really any sound at first. Then you just hear, "You're not gone, Ross. You can't just get rid of me. dump me in a river like that. No. No, no. And he just looks at you. Are you alright? Hello?
Yes, sorry, I was doing some math in my head. I'm sorry, you were saying?
Saying that I have pay here, unless you'd like to wait until we can officially put it on the books in the morning.
Whenever is more convenient is completely fine, yes?
We could wait until morning if you prefer. More official.
Absolutely.
Good.
Official it is.
Well, let me just go file this away. I'll be right back. This city is sort of in a bit of a mess, so probably shouldn't leave any of us alone.
That is a very good idea. And as he says this, he'll like unknowingly like start rubbing his grimoire, which is hidden in his coat pocket, which is literally a femur.
In that pocket, as this clerk disappears into the back room, feel the locket. You recognize the shape of the locket. You know this was a gift for someone that you cared about a long time ago.
I'll pull the locket out.
As tarnished as you remember, pure copper, weathered by time and elements. The latch is undone. Not quite open, but partially open.
I'll open it to refresh my memory of what's inside.
The moment that it's open, it is just this coffinous laugh. Half a dozen people all maniacally laughing, painfully laughing against their wills. You see the face of the origin of your voice, a face that your mind had just blanked out, that didn't want to remember. Soft, feminine feature. You know that she died a long time ago. Not that you could remember her name, but it was her death that was that last pushing, that last point when the voices were finally able to break through your walls, take hold.
As soon as Ross would put all of this together, he would close the locket and shove it back into his coat. Basically trying to say, just my imagination. This is.
When you close it, it like it was magnetized, starts just zipping under your hand, and eventually will try to leap like a hand go for your throat. I'd like you to do a toughness duel, please.
All right.
TN13.
Toughness 4.
4. That's a 3 of tomes.
I have nothing to cheat. I have no cards.
The necklace hits right there in the throat and starts constricting. The metal bending and squeezing and even starting to whine against the pressure. The world is starting to go black. What would you like to do?
Try to fight back?
How so?
Um, I want to say magic, but I want to say that he wouldn't be able to concentrate to do anything. So,
There.
Just try to take it off. So just pure, I don't know.
Athletics?
Sure. Let's go with my -1.
That's a 5 of tomes for a total of 4.
I'm just gonna say he's gonna struggle.
Eventually, that laughter being the last thing that you register, or everything goes dark. And we'll jump over to Margaret, Maeve, Wayne. Three of you haven't seen Ross or Thomas now in over an hour. What to do?
What time is it that this is taking place?
I mean, it should be late evening, but
Kind of hard to tell.
Who's to say?
yeah.
Yeah, it's still dark out.
I have been up way too late. Way beyond old man's bedtime. I need to get these bones a rest. Y'all want to head back or stay and do more?
I mean, did we say where we were gonna meet the two of them?
Mm-mm. No.
Oh, hell. I don't pay attention when they talk.
The thing is that Thomas should have been back over an hour ago because he was delivering a message and after that, he should have just come back.
I mean,
So, and then Ross, I don't know where Ross went.
as far as Thomas goes, just asked him to give a message. He could have hit the kit and caboodle after that and been just fine. Ross, on the other hand, I tend to worry.
And he didn't say where he was going, did he?
No. I'm just gonna go just check in. Maybe they hit the hay early.
Okay. The trio of you, as you turn your back and start heading off towards what would be your safe house, the place that you've been staying for food and rest and drink and supplies. And a figure that you all very clearly recognize stands dead center of a long and vacant stretch of road.
Oh.
Its head kind of tilted off to the side.
No, fuck.
No.
It doesn't make any step towards you. In fact, it starts to step
Better fucking not.
backwards. Almost playfully, matching your steps forward. Very childlike, even.
I'm gonna run up to it.
It would start taking these just bounding steps backwards.
I'm gonna grab Dwayne by the arm.
Okay, what figure do we recognize? Because
It's a
I was
scarecrow.
thinking that this.
It's a scarecrow.
Okay,
Okay.
Yeah, it's
got
the
that.
scarecrow. It's the
I
freaking
completely
scarecrow.
misunderstood what was
Oh.
going on.
Who did you think it was?
Who you gonna call?
I
Oh,
thought it
the
was
Scarecrow.
Ross.
Oh.
No. The fucking scarecrow in the middle of the
Yeah,
street.
if you start taking like a bounding
No,
step towards this thing.
Retcon.
Retcon?
No, never mind. Rewind.
I misunderstood what was going on. That's I still am not at a great amount of health, so I might step forward, but not.
I think Maeve would stare at this thing and just she's so fucking tired of it because this thing keeps showing up even though the stone is broken and gone. It's still here. So she'd just stare at it and go, "You need to leave.
You need to leave."
Oh.
What the hell do you want?
Voice?
What the hell do you want?
Does it sound like us, or is it just mimicking?
As much as it could sound, as much as I can sound like you.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. No, I was just double checking.
Here's the question: is the intent that it matches pitch for pitch?
Yes.
Minus the throat battles you're going on.
I have COVID for everyone at home. It would also sound like Thomas when it says, "This is when you die, Ross." Mimic the sounds of other people that you may have heard but wouldn't immediately recognize, of cries for help.
And can I throw a rock at it?
Yeah. Make no move to dodge it. Just hit, kind of stick in this wet impact of a rotting pumpkin head.
Okay, so it's a solid form.
It is a solid form.
At the mention of Thomas doing harm to Ross, gonna just ignore it and walk toward where I was going.
It would just start laughing.
Laugh all you want. You ain't gonna be what puts me in my grave. That position has been filled.
Continues those kind of bouncing backward steps, getting further and further into the heart of the city.
And nobody else is reacting to this thing. Like, it's just us three that see it.
Anyone that passes by looks at you and then is quickly just takes off to whatever they were. We're technically under siege at the.
What does that technically mean?
That
being under siege.
People are kind of, even civilians have been assigned to jobs, like running water, running ammunition, things like that. At this
Am I
point,
getting to where I am trying to go to?
Absolutely.
Okay.
At this point, all of you would hear the first chime. A massive bell sitting atop an old church, marking that first beat of midnight. Has 11 more chimes, but on the first one, Ross, start to wake up. Find yourself lying there on a stone slab, the center of a graveyard. That massive bell hanging overhead. That first gong still echoing long after it goes off. Thomas, as you round the corner, that gong goes off. See what could really only be a ritual site with Ross at the center. the rest of you hear that gong. All attention towards the bell. And while you're much further, you see Ross starting to get up painfully, being stared down by Thomas, now equipped with a big old coffin on his back. And that is where we're going to pick up next.
Oh, God, no! 5 more minutes, Mom. 5 more minutes. Ugh.
This gets fun game. I like this game.
You like to torture us with this game.
It's so good, though. It's so good.
Yeah, we are the Lost Caravan RPG. Thank you so much for being here, for supporting us each and every week. Thank you to my lovely cast for all agreeing to this. Not only agreeing, but egging it on every step of the way. They're all like, yes, pain, torture. This is what I want to inflict in my characters.
I didn't have enough pain and torture in mind, so I added more in the backstory.
Mm-hmm. I do want to go down the line, give everyone a chance to once again tell the people who you are, and if you're working on any projects, people can check out where they can find it. Starting from left to right with Jeff.
I am Jeff at the Beardo on Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch, where I stream a little bit of World of Warcraft here and there, and I'm hoping to maybe stream some raids that we're going to do as a guild, so that could be cool.
Yeah.
Otherwise, that's pretty much it till next week. Oh, I actually may be part of a streamable thing that's coming, possibly in January here.
Charity event?
What?
The charity event?
No, I was talking about the let me see what it's Secret Nova Celeste.
Oh yeah, we got things coming. Things are in the works.
Things are in the works. I may appear here more often.
To show you all the next. Well, that one doesn't count. The next 4 cards. Can't really.
13, 12,
Jesus.
13.
Wow.
The next one was
That's
an 8, but I don't even know where the Black Joker is. It's in there somewhere. Oh no, we already got the Black Joker. That's right.
Yeah.
But yeah, over to Sin.
Hello, I am Sin Synthetic 20 TTV on Twitch and Twitter. I am busy as all get out right now. If you go over to DM's Guild, check the hottest titles, look at number 2, you're gonna see me there. Got the Dragonlance Companion, which went Electrum in 5 days. That was amazing.
Hell yeah.
And if that wasn't enough, last Thursday had my charity stream where we were raising money for autistic women and non-binary network, and we raised $240. So I'm really happy about that. Continuing to play all the video games. So you can catch me at Synthetic 20 TTV doing that. I have other things that are coming out at other times. If you want to follow me for TTRPG stuff, best place to do that is on Twitter. I think that's everything. I usually forget at least one thing and then remember it afterward, but I think that's everything. Probably.
Well, if you remember, we'll circle back around.
I will have too much embarrassment and social shame for us to circle back around. It's fine.
Marshall.
Hey everybody, I am Turk or Turk Extension on Twitch and Twitter and other places where the minds of AI and people meet. If you want to see more of me and my stupid face doing stupid things like maybe going to do a sacrifice for somebody I don't even know anymore. God, it's just feeling more and more like a weird horror movie. But if you want to see more of that, then I have great news. You're of course going to see me tomorrow on Icon and like Heck and Hoop talk more about that. Because I am a great fool. And that's really fun. But of course, on the 22nd, I'll be right back here on your screens playing some Delta Green in the second session of our Henrietta scenario. Group's great. I really love our dynamic. I play the straight man, so if you need to know where that's at, pretty fun. And then Icon again on the 28th, and then we have a whole new year of new content, new things, great, awesome stuff. So everyone you see on your screen here is fantastic. Thank y'all so much for letting me basically play a villain this whole time.
And you're the good guy. You're playing one of the good guys.
I am the good guy.
Despite playing one of the good guys, he has the biggest final boss energy I have ever experienced.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I have big guns. Anyway. Y'all
not
are
compensating for anything.
All y'all are amazing, and I look forward to being the period to all of your stories. Anyway, and it will be the Feast of Ages. Larger point being, everyone you see on your screen here is fantastic. Really awesome people to create content with. I'm absolutely honored to be here. And I look forward to doing it at least one more time, if not more. So of course, keep your screens tuned for that.
Two more games. That's all we got. Wow.
Well, he's blowing through those destiny marks, man.
True.
So beyond that, of course, as we reach the end of this year here, just remember that you should continue to be a good person and put your best energy out into the world. And if not, well, we'll have words. And I'll get the flame decals on if I need to. But hopefully, just be nice to yourselves, be nice to others, and extend that niceness out into the universe and beyond. Because that's just a decent thing to do. Anyway, too much for me. Good night, everybody.
Salute. Over to Heck.
All right, hey everybody, it's me, Sir Heckalot. Tonight I played Margaret Scott. And you can find me on all the social medias at Sir Heckalot, including Twitch, Twitter, Instagram. I'm probably missing a couple of them. Oh, I'm on Tumblr. I'm rarely on it, but I'm on Tumblr. Who knows? I might be more active. I might reboot that. We'll see. I kept my old one, just changed the username. So, anyway, that's usually the best place to figure out where I'm going to be in the TTRPG space next, because, like Turk said, you can find me on Icon tomorrow, and then those episodes that are the final ones of the year are the only thing that I'm going to be in for the rest of the year until 2023, which I will be back to a whole bunch of channels, including here and Neon Lights Roleplay, Hype Goblin, Indoor Adventures, like a whole bunch of places. So just follow me on social media to figure out where I'm going to be next. And then, not for me, but for my very good friend, Cole Robbie. He is streaming this Friday an 8-hour stream to raise funds for his very sweet dog's veterinary care. So if you can just come and hang out or signal boost his tweets for going live and all of that. He has a Ko-fi link as well. Just come chill with us in chat. It's going to be a good time. He is a fantastic streamer, even though he will try to tell you otherwise. So it is linked in the chat now. So yeah, go check it out.
Send it to me and I'll post a link.
Oh, okay. I got you. But that's it for me.
And then over to Robin.
I always hate following up because I'm at the very end and everybody does so much stuff. Hi guys, my name's Robin. Ginger Brigade over at Twitch, Ginger_Brigade on Twitter. I don't really use Twitter much. I had it, left it, went back to it. That's how it is. If you want to see more of me, coming up this Friday, we're playing 10 Candles. I'm part of that group. Awesome. And then also, if you're more inclined to watch some video gaming, this Thursday, 7:30 Eastern Standard, I stream on my channel, Ginger Brigade. I'm playing Overwatch 2. It is second season, which means we are grinding the battle pass because I refuse to pay for it. And I'm going to have some spots open, so if you want to come over and hang out and possibly play with me, I'll have a bot in my channel that you can basically go, hey, I want to play, and I'll add you as a friend and pull you in.
Heck yeah. Throw a like out there. Apparently, you could just do a shout out command, and it just.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, neat.
And of course, I'm Andrew, the Games Master for the evening, or Fate Master, actually. And I get to orchestrate this nightmare of a scenario where I have 6 different destinies, and I get to figure out how these super vague statements just interconnect and weave together to make an ending. And I love it so much. It's so good.
I gotta say, today, the silence one, I was like, after you said it, was like, that was perfect, and I hate you.
If you like what we do, you can join us, maybe roll some dice with us in the future, or just come hang out. Either way, you can join our Discord. Link is down below. That big old button that says Discord. It's where we hang out, post casting calls, post schedules, and where we just generally be giant nerds. Our friends over at High Shelf Collective are currently in a charity game for the Trevor Project. I think they're like so close to their goal. I don't remember what they were at, but they're amazing people, amazing content creators, you know, raising money for an amazing organization. So I'm going to throw it right over there. Before I do, as always, be good people, do good things. See you next time. Bye, everybody.